Who are disaster, man? Nah, mate. To be fair, if disaster come, I would really have a good time. I actually, when you look back and think about it, they were the good days, man. Like genuinely, the Amenti days of the disaster content. It was good, man. It was good. I do miss it. That's it for me. Thanks for the game. GG, Flip.
Stand by for hatch.
Go on it, boys! Oh, you like this? I got him! I got him! I beat his ass! Maybe more, maybe more. Oh, it's the fucking leaper. Just give me a sec, give me a sec. Get it ready. I'm coming! Go, 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 go! Fuck it! Lock it down, lock it down! Lock it down! Oh! Dude, that was great. Holy shit. Everybody do not stop holding W. Use all your leaps, use all your leaps. You gotta create chaos at the back, man. Create chaos at the back. Do your best, man. This is very, very hard. Oof. I can't remember where all these are from, so I'm not going to say it. Grey sword, sword and shield. Head's going to be replaced. Cloak will be replaced. Chest piece is good for now. Arms will be replaced. Legs will be replaced. Legs are good for now. Necklace needs to be replaced. Bracelet's good for now. Just needs to be traded up. That needs to be replaced. That needs to be traded up. And that just needs to be traded up. Current build. What does that give me, actually? Oh gosh, I'm zooming into death here. Oh god, I'm gonna go down. Oh god, oh god, ragdoll. Oh my god, I gotta put this down. Detonate, detonate, sacrifice. Detonate, sacrifice. Oh my god! Healing, healing. Dude, what is happening, man? Get your finger out your nose.
So you need to get down now. Yeah, and you dress it.
You gonna play some Final Fantasy with me? Final Fantasy? Fantasy? Good boy. Fantasy? You wanna listen in? Fantasy? Aha! There we go. Okay. Remember, if you drink from the fountain, you have to replenish it with blood.
What's wrong with this mic?
Sarah may be able to tell you more. If
Maybe
you
she can tell us what it is.
can convince him that you're worthy
Oh,
of
it's
his
a guy.
time.
Sorry,
And if you do
sir.
find
Sorry
yourself
about
in
that.
search-
I think it should work. Like if I. Okay. Okay. Yo! Yo! What's up? It's How do I look? Hey yo! Huge sleep. Nice. Good kills, boys. No. Oh my god! Did you see that? Yo! Yo! Anything you got? 2, 1. Bomb that shit, boys. Bomb that shit now. We're still alive on this front. I'm about to die, though. Come on! Good healing. We are... Hug the wall now. Hug the wall. Get back and hug the wall. Oh my god, there's so many. How the fuck are they still pouring in, man? Well, that's boring. Yeah, they do. They do. Mate, you have killed so many, though. I can't believe we're still stood. Oh, we're all dead. No! Yes! Save me! Fuck him up!
Save us, hey!
Mr. in the vents, we love you!
Love you.
Vent man!
We love you, hey!
Yeah, hey, Green Pants. Go on, Green Pants, get him.
You got food on that. Come on, man.
Yo, any medics? Any medics?
Danny, I love you, my bro.
I love you!
See you in the next life, okay?
See you. Oh no, he's taking me! I'm back in. The gear is not going to make a difference, but we're going to try. Get off me, Clapper. Oh gosh! Oh gosh, he hits so fucking hard! We gave this man a fucking hammer. He's a beast. He's a fucking beast. Oh god, I'm getting abused. I'm doing my job of fucking PvP carnelian. Boys, requesting backup. Requesting backup. Fuck. Fucking 30k. This always gets me, man. 30,000 score. 1 kill. 2 NPC kills. 1 death. 19 assists. With the top assists being 40. Top kills being 21. Top NPC kills being 17. But still managed to get what? 23,000 more score? AGS, man. You use them as some target practice with your bows. Oh, the shield back. Oh, no, she's full of arrows. Like, full. Oh, my God. Someone hit her straight in the head. Oh, oh, she's still blinking. That's fucked up. Oh, she's still blinking. Oh. Oh, she's lost her hair. Good evening, C. How's it going, boys? Basically, don't burn yourself out. The thing is, if you've managed to burn yourself out from alpha to beta to release, you're pathetic. Get back to Call of Duty. Oh shit, I forgot we're still in the Ashes category. Sure hey, oh, I think we'll find a couple of videos to watch this morning. I think that'll be the plan. Worm? Don't say this because apparently someone on another server said the worm was like attacking people inside the mountains and stuff. This could be it, man. Oh, let's get rid of those bloody clips. Good morning, boys. Oh, look, a ginger with another ginger on stream. Oh, no more New World. Holy shit. Fucking A. No more New World. That's God, I haven't heard that in a while. Holy moly, we missed the good old days, man. We missed the good old days. What have we got on this morning? Let's have a little bit of country. Start my morning. Yeah. Good morning, old git. Good mornings. Dude, fucking hell, Donut. How you doing? Hello, Az. Good morning. Dill, what's up, bro? Peppy's here. Plop says, playing Ash of Creation, huh? Yeah, server's up, right? That's when I started watching you, man. That's where I met most people for streaming was New World days, man. It's the whole fucking MMO world right now is in shambles. Oh yeah, I had better hairline and a smaller waistline. Yeah, and I actually lived in a house. Actually, I didn't. I lived in an apartment. I just had a couple more videos and stuff I wanted to follow up from yesterday. I'm not planning to like cover it or do anything. I'm just genuinely interested in it, and I'm using when I get time to stream, right? So I tell the family, hey guys, I'm doing some work, you know. Got to play games, got to do some streaming. It's my time to have some me time. So I'm gonna watch some of the Ashes drama. I know, man. There will never be a better feeling like when New World opened and everyone joined together. It was absolutely class, man. It was absolutely class. We all what's the saying? You don't know how good you got it until it's gone. It's not that deep. It's not that gay, but it was genuinely good. Now, like, there's no good MMOs for us to really sink our teeth into, especially not Ashes. Hey, Carnage. How was your raid last night, mate? Oh, well done, Beast. Put some containers in this building. Oh man, I don't know how we miss some of this shit sometimes. Fuck knows. Ashes of Creation. Man, it's gone a bit wild. Knew it was awesome. Shame how it all went. It was, man. I hope the rest devs buy it. Dude, fingers crossed now. I was kind of very skeptical at the start. I was like, yeah, fuck that stupid idea. Like, my initial reaction was like, ugh, that's stupid. And as every day's gone by since I've heard that news, I'm like, man, that would be really good. Like, every day I'm like, oh man, that would actually be great. Be like a bit of a get all the boys back together, you know? It'd be pretty cool. It would be good. Right. We'll leave Arc Raiders in the background. We're in Speranza. Just get the pirates to do the lotto and we'll buy a new one. Mate, that would be good. That would be good. Gonna miss the sound of trees getting cut down outside Windsor. Oh, don't be, we'll all start crying. Is Ashes ever going to release? Well, Donut, my friend, you are in for a treat if you've got a little bit of time this morning. You are in for a fucking treat. Oh, my man. Let's see if I've got the TLDR here. I saw someone put together a TLDR rather than me trying to wing it and remember it. Hello, Walt. I did my pious. They made Nova by Call of Duty. Nova DM me. with a screenshot of him buying Quinfall. I was like, what did I say to him? I said, oh my fucking god, is this a joke? He said, nope, I bought it for £5. I was like, come on, man. It was on sale for $1 recently. He said, it can't be much worse than my 120 of Ashes. And then like a few hours later, he replied, the last thing I said was, it sucks ass. A few hours later, he replies with, it really does. 1 out of 10, I've been ripped off. I was like, dude, where have you been? Oh, fucking Nova. What a legend. Oh, man. Do you want we can have a bit of a recap from yesterday. I saw someone on Twitter post a bit of a recap here. So, Donut, if you're not aware of it. Walt, I don't know if you know about the Ashes drama. The MLM of gaming. Oh shit. This dude, just even starting reading this is just insane. Okay, so quick TLDR. Ash of Creation CEO Stephen Sharif bankrupted the company on purpose after 10 years of having not put a single dollar into the company. Ashes was spending $2.5 million per month in 2025, and $1 million per year was salaries to him and his husband anyway. And throughout the duration of the project, they were taking that money. He wasn't keeping up with his mortgage on his home and was at risk of the bank foreclosing on his house. And to us Englishmen, or maybe Europeans, that basically means if you're not paying your bills on your house, the bank will take it. I've never known what the foreclosure term means, but like American terms. In almost losing his house, Stephen begged two primary investors for money to secure a loan that he couldn't pay and put $1.3 million into an escrow account for his home's loan. When Ash of Creation's track record of insolvency wasn't improving, the primary investor of Intrepid, which was that Rob something, said that he was going to take over and Stephen was going to be left with an earn-out plan. They were going to lay off 50 to 70% of staff, but save the game and the business. Everyone know of the Ashes drama? No. Not since yesterday. It has. No one knew this. Nobody knew this. Not even the staff. Stephen refused. When negotiations failed, Stephen notified the bank of holdings of his home loan and the incoming Steam funds from the early access launch, and instructed them to write a letter to Valve claiming the 3.7 million of sales from the early access. This technically fulfilled the obligation of launching the game to the backers, like if you bought off the site like I did, or the Kickstarter. That secured the funds, and then released the 1.3 million he had from escrow to secure his home loan so he didn't lose his house. That 3.7 million was the money intended to pay payroll on February the 1st. When the money vaporized due to the bank's claim, they had no choice but to close the business and send out warn notifications. That's why it came so late. Stephen's unethical board was him refusing to take a step away from the control seat. The letter to the bank bankrupted the company. And he says here, to finish it off with, Stephen literally caused Intrepid Studios and Ashes to burn by his own hand and walked away from the business with literal millions of dollars in his bank account. It's fucking insane. It's absolutely insane. People are like uncovering these lawsuits now that are going against Stephen. They're also talking about how it's federal crime and all this sort of stuff where he's from, so there's a good chance he'll end up in jail. It's fucking insane. It's absolutely insane. It's quite funny. The guy. So what they're all saying is that they're all kind of bad anyway because they've all come from these MLM schemes, which is basically like pyramid scheme companies. So the guy that was on the phone yesterday, this Jason guy, he basically owned it and was like, yeah, dude, I'm at the top of the pyramid scheme. I make shitloads of money. And kind of owned it. And then you kind of warmed to his character regardless of how unethical his business decisions are, right? It's kind of crazy. And yeah, it transpired that Steven was involved in it. His mum was involved in it. Apparently people knew that before if you did some digging. It's kind of nuts. Slacking beast. They're on a fucking siesta. I think it's a siesta Sunday or some shit. Do you know what I mean? Unbelievable. Good morning, Albatross, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you, mate. So I thought what we can do is we'll just have a look at some of these other videos that people have collated all the drama into one. Yeah, when I heard Steven and his family were MLM schemers selling jungle juice, I got a refund. We're gonna check out Nefas again. See if he's posted anything. If not, maybe we'll check out his Twitch. See if he was streaming last night. Dude, the views are fucking zooming. We'll see what Kira's got to say though, because he puts it together pretty good. Kira's video is so cringe. Is it really? And what, like from Kira's point of view, or what's actually in the content? Can't be bad, yeah, mate. Yeah. Yeah, Kira keeps justifying why I don't want to talk to Jason and it's so weak. Oh, really? Kira's got a bigger audience than Nefas, but I really hope this blows Nefas up, right? What he did yesterday. I feel Nefas is in a tough situation. He seems to be, I mean, I don't know the guy, right? But from first impressions, he seems really chill, really kind, and someone who takes a lot of shit. So, like, we saw halfway through the video his fucking missus laying into him, and we were all like, dude, what the fuck? Get her out of the fucking room. What's going on? Like, she's laying into this guy about picking up his fucking charger. Dude's on one of the most important phone calls of his life and she's laying into him. I was like, bro, this poor guy. So I really warmed to him because he was so kind to her. I might have drop kicked her out of the room if it was me. Yeah. I would have fucking drop kicked her out the window, mate. But he seems like a really cool guy, so I really hope that this Jason starts to flow through this Nefas guy. I tagged him on, I don't mean, who am I, right? But I tagged him on Twitter, said GG to him, tagged him in the ashes, said GG. I really like what he's done, so. But, yeah, I mean, let's have a look at what Kira's done anyway, and we'll have a little look at what's going out there at the moment, because it's busy.
It's the nukes have all been dropping, and there's going to be more nukes every day from...
I mean, he's doing some good content, Kira, I think. I haven't seen any of it, but I've just heard through the grapevine, and I only know Kira from the New World days, and I personally didn't warm to him, but I think he fucking probably hated me as well if he ever knew me, so
now,
fine.
For probably weeks, because the Ashes of Creation situation is heating up, and there's a lot of stuff we can now talk about, as well as stuff that is come out in lawsuits and stuff that's going to be coming out in lawsuits. It's fucking nuts. Remember when I said this is the craziest story in video game history that I've ever seen? Well, you ain't seen nothing yet, because even all the crazy shit that's just been said on Nefas's live stream and in the video where he's talking to Jason Karamanis, like, this is only part of it, and there's going to be more coming, so you're in for a real treat if you're interested in drama, because obviously if you're interested in that...
Hey man, you can't be hating on us Brits beast losing our hairline. You gotta give him that thing. I think he's got a long hair like me, and he doesn't want to show his racing stripes, man.
Ashes of Creation, the game doesn't exist anymore and likely never will. So all you've got left at the end of every Kickstarter, you know, like when you see a rainbow and you're like, oh, is there a pot of gold at the end? Well, for every Kickstarter MMO, at the end, there's just years worth of drama and fucking stuff to watch that has nothing to do with the actual video game and everything to do with questions like, did he steal money? Who did he? There's nobody can check my emails. To be honest, at this point, he might have given me permission. I should have probably asked. But if somebody tells me something, I put it into the public and it turns out to be untrue, and I say, oh yeah, but I fucking cringe. I'm just going to throw that one out there. Go watch it if you want. It's a 1 hour, 20-minute long video, and the text messages are cringe. It's embarrassing. And it's embarrassing because when I think of how high net worth individuals interact with each other and like business deals and, millions of dollars exchanging hands. And things like that. I think of somebody in a nice suit, a tailored suit, eating a perfectly cooked medium rare Wagyu steak, a tomahawk or something wildly expensive like that in a great restaurant. Maybe they've got it's illegal. Who cares? They're rich. Maybe they've got a nice glass of really expensive bottle of red wine to go with nicely with the steak. But these text messages look like they're at the fucking children's table eating chicken tenders. It's that embarrassing. It's so bad. So it's incredibly cringe. But obviously there's a bunch of info in here. With conversations between Jason and Stephen going all the way back to 2015, all the way to, I believe, 2021 is where things end off. And the funny thing is that it goes from really nice and pleasant to each other. You know, there's a bunch of hype, there's a bunch of happiness, you know, things are going great. And then it gets bad, and then it gets good, and then it gets really bad, and then it gets good, then it gets really, really bad. And then by the end of it, in like 2021, they're like, okay again. And then obviously the text messages end and the story ends there from up until when he gets on the live stream with Nefes again and talks about some stuff going forward. But he's not directly involved with the stuff going forward because he wasn't on the board. He was just an investor by that point, whereas the board is multiple other people, not Jason. So he was kind of in the dark. But the text ends at like the texts between Jason.
I'm kind of not following. Hey, a little bit of random news for you guys. If you're in the UK and can watch the BBC, there's a show going out tomorrow night at 8 p.m. where some of my guys did the drone filming for it, like reorganized it all, prepped it all, and yeah, it's happening tomorrow night, 8 o'clock p.m. It's kind of cool. It's a murder mystery. Someone was murdered, and we had to go and film the locations of where they were murdered and piece together the evidence for the film. It's kind of exciting. I swear this game gets more coverage now. It did, mate. It did.
Jason and Stephen end here. And then obviously their relationship sours again later because he then, as we know later, sues Intrepid and relationships break down completely and fucking the company implodes within a year or so of that lawsuit. I can't remember specifically when that was filed, but it's not super far away time-wise. But then he went on live stream with Nefes after this video went live. He was on the phone, Jason was on the phone, and he was asking him a bunch of questions, and he was giving his side, and the board side, or at least Robert's side, who's the person who primarily owns Intrepid now, if you didn't know. He's like 60-something% ownership of the company. So right now, what we have is a worker lawsuit against Intrepid, which is Intrepid, the business entity, which you have to remember, obviously, this is not against any individual. That's Intrepid, the business entity, because the business entity owes money to these workers. Then we have a lawsuit I'm about to go over in a second. That's from TFE Game Holdings, which is owned by Rob, as far as I'm aware. So that's another like board level perspective. And what
TLDR from yesterday, we were hearing a lot about this games company that paid loads of money. I actually didn't know that Rob owned that as well. Maybe that's where his money's gone from like 60 mil to 90 mil because of his other entities like funding Ashes of Creation.
And making claims of his fucking nuts, which again I'll go over in a second. And then obviously eventually I'm assuming we're going to get Steven's side of the story. And then there's other factions within this that have not been made public yet, which are other smaller investor groups and things of that nature. So there's like a million fucking things.
Surely Steven's got fuck all to say at this point. Like, it's all here in taxes. Like, fucking crazy.
Still to come from this point is basically the long and short of what I'm telling you right now. And those million things are going to come up, and they are pretty much all going to be legal filings. So they're going to be incredibly dry to go over. And this is the first incredibly dry one to go over, which is the TFE Game Holdings LLC, Delaware Limited Liability Company versus Stephen Sharif and John Moore. Now, I don't know.
Dude, I only know this terminology from watching Lincoln Lawyer and Johnny Depp versus fucking whatever her fucking face was. Plaintiff defendants. It's crazy. So this is TFE Games Holdings versus Stephen and John. John is Stephen's husband. Fucking hell, man.
Why they're listed as Nevada residents. I don't know why this is filed in Nevada state court and not California or federal court. I'm not a lawyer, so you're gonna have to like just figure this one out on your own, I guess. It doesn't make a ton of sense to me, and usually jurisdiction issues of why are we in this venue are like the number one reason why cases get thrown out. I imagine since these people are rich and are very involved in litigation, as in these people have been sued, like everyone involved in this has been sued multiple times by multiple people. I imagine they know, so take that for what you will. But the claims being made in here are fucking crazy.
Dodgy characters,
now,
man.
I do have to give the caveat that this is people saying, from my perspective, these people did this thing. There is no evidence in this entire document. Like, you can read this the whole time. There isn't a single text message, email, financial statement, nothing. It's literally just saying, we think these people did these things, but we provide absolutely zero evidence. There's no dates in here of exactly when things happened. The only thing is like some specific numbers. But the big claims that they're making is basically Stephen Sharif and John Moore embezzled money from the company. And they're not saying they embezzled small amounts of money. They're saying they embezzled tens of millions of dollars, which is a fucking crazy claim to make, and especially one where there's currently...
Yeah, what's he saying? Defendant Sharif refused to turn over the company records. Defendant Sharif received notice from Steam Valve on January 22. Oh, this is all so recent. Intrepid's secured creditor would be taking $3.5 million receivable. Steam notice. The plaintiffs was relying on to pay the Intrepid employees and creditors. Failed to share the Steam notice with Intrepid. Stephen resigned as CEO the following day. Breached his something duties to Intrepid by authorizing and causing the payment approximately. Causing the payment approximately. Oh, is that 17 million? Dude, it's such a big number. But what the fuck? 17 million in unauthorized personnel and excessive expenses from from January 1st, 2016 through to 2026. 10 years, man. You got a refund from Steam? Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
When you go through a law...
intentional misconduct and knowing a violation of law, breach of duty, payable debts, resulting in cease of operations. Oh, dude, they are laying it on fucking thick. Upon information and belief, between 10 and 20 million of the 130 million raised by the was not used by the defendant Sharif to develop Active Creation, was instead used for personal expenses and other unlawful uses. As a direct and proximate result of the defendant's breach of his duty, the plaintiff has suffered damages, including loss of... Oh my god. Dude, this is like... This is all fucking legit now. Oh, man. As a further direct, natural, and proximate result of this conduct, the plaintiff has been compelled to retain the services of an attorney to prosecute this action on its behalf, and as such is entitled to attorney fees and costs incurred in prosecuting this matter. What? Stephen's got to pay the... These guys are just, every single one are shady as fuck. Oh man, this is incredible to read. Holy moly. The thing is, like, everyone like doubted it. Like, it always seemed a little bit shady, but I don't think anybody had any idea it was as deep as this. Not maybe it got worse near the end, like, for sure, because things were difficult and stuff, but it was from the beginning, man. It was from the fucking beginning.
Lawsuit, usually the issue is that the filing and then the evidence that follows on and exhibits that usually come with the filing, there's no guarantee everything's been uploaded, anything's been provided initially, or that you're going to see those things for weeks or usually months, especially state court, because state court is just absolutely rammed. This can be fucking ages before anything happens to it. But
dude, it's just non-stop, look. Oh man, dude, it's just, oh wow.
The only exhibits they showed with these with this filing is listed.
They're not going to get
here,
the money back
and
off
it's
Steven,
not in
surely.
this PDF, it's in another, but trust me, it's not even worth looking at. There's nothing in there.
I think everyone thought it was I don't think everyone thought it was a scam. I think people were under the impression that it was not going to be built. I think, you know, we call Star Citizen a scam, right? But I actually don't think it's a scam in the sense that it is a scam. And it was the same for me with Ashes. I thought, right, you know, it's a scam because we're buying into the game and we're never going to get our game. Like, that's as far as I went with the scam. But I don't think anybody was under the impression that it was as deep as it is. 2017 he started borrowing money. Or 2007, or maybe before 2017, he started borrowing money off this Jason guy. It's just like, no, I didn't like. We spent loads of time on Ashes, right? Take and built Ashes Codex. We have been deep into Ashes, looking at the game, playing the game, looking at everything about it. Is it worth us spending our time on this? Yes, no, maybe. We've been like in Ashes. Dark, you have as well, right? There was I didn't see anybody talk about anything on this line. There was nothing like this at all. This was just totally hidden, like completely hidden away from everybody, even sitting on the Discord. The thing is, though, he just banned people, right? Like, he must. It's still happening now. I think I was on here. Yeah, this morning. Just got perma banned off the Discord. Some guy said something that they're going to seize his assets, and when they sue him, they will take his underwear as collateral if needed. And I said that's fine, because when he lands in prison, he's going to get standard issue prison underwear. And they perma banned me. Like, Steven's still on it. People are on Steven's side still on the Discord, banning people. So it's the Narc situation. When Narc started speaking out about how he thinks it was a scam and all that sort of stuff. Does this channel still exist? Or was it Narcoverse? No, that's not it. Did he delete his channel? Narc was right. Fuck. Dude, all those videos right now would be absolute drama to watch. Look at him with his Steven shirt and everything. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Anyway, yeah, it was I think we were on the impression that it was like a Star Citizen, but nowhere as deep as this. This is just, it's fucking mind blowing, man. Yo, Tommy, what's up, man? Hello, Gandalf. Narc deleted that one and started a completely new one. Someone showed me his account. He was doing some other content, right? His editing's still fucking on point and everything. Where did this document come from? I don't know where it's come from. But is this? Oh, this is the TFE games. I'm guessing this information's public. I don't know. I think there is. Direct court, Clark County, Nevada. Court documents, public. in Nevada. Yeah, most court documents in Nevada are public records accessible through online portals. Portal 4! Portal 4! Public terminals at courthouses or by request. So this has probably just been made public, Dunny. What's happening, Gandalf? Where's the Tory? I want that clip from Wolf of Wall Street where Leo mimes to bend someone while he's selling them shitty shares. I need to put Steven's face over it. we need our meme generators. So scam or not? No, definitely. Ash Creation, definitely not a scam. If you haven't got your pre-order in yet, just do ! Ashes is not a scam, and just use my affiliate code.
LLC Delaware has been uploaded. Anything that's been provided initially, or that you're going to see those things for weeks or usually months, especially state court, because state court is just absolutely rammed. This can be fucking ages before anything happens to it. But the only exhibits they showed with these. With this filing is listed here, and it's not in this PDF, it's in another, but trust me.
Okay, so Exhibit 1 for a non-exhaustive list of technology platforms for which the defendant maintains and refused to turn over. That will be Discord, at least. Maybe not, actually. To turn over the passwords, to turn over maybe like servers, maybe like development platform stuff. Exhibit 2 for a non-exhaustive list of bank and credit card accounts for which the defendant maintains and has refused to turn over. So all of the for a non-exhaustive list of miscellaneous third-party vendors. So basically all of their evidence lies with Stephen, and Stephen's refusing to give them the evidence for this court case. What do they call it? Subpoenaing or something? I know. I've been watching Lincoln Lawyer, man. I'm fucking hooked up. I know that you can subpoena somebody, but can you subpoena documents as well? Can you? How do you even fucking spell that? Subpoena documents. Yes, you can subpoena documents through a legal tool called a subpoena duces tecum. That sounds dodgy. This court-sanctioned command compels a person or entity to produce specific records, documents, or evidence for a case. Do you know what this case sounds like? The case that's currently happening with our apartment, where the Cowboys are not providing the amount of evidence they need. They've sent a quick detour. Where our apartment is, you guys know the deal from before, right? I still have it, trying to sell it. If anyone wants to buy it, you can have it for cheap. I promise you that now. But the guys who built it have now fired the people that were maintaining it, taken over it themselves. They're refusing to give the documents on all of the accounts over the last couple of years, until we've now, well, not we, I've dug my head in the sand and said I don't want to deal with it. Someone at the place is now prosecuting them with the help of the council, and the council have essentially subpoenaed these documents from him. So he's provided these documents, and there's like 150 grand or maybe 200 grand's worth of missing documents. Or you can see that the companies that have been making the money are also his companies. It's fucking crazy. It's totally crazy there as well. People are motherfuckers, man. Like, it's crazy. Oh, what up, Flint? You'll subpoena me. Oh. We're still on the Epstein files. Yeah, we are indeed, man. We are indeed. This was just interesting though. So the evidence that are going to support the actual court case on this particular occasion, there's going to be multiple court cases. Stephen has access to them all, so they're going to have to get him to provide these. Dobby whisper. Subpoena duces tecum. When cleaning toilets in Harry Potter. Dude, it does sound like a spell, doesn't it? Building maintenance and construction. Man, we won't go down that rabbit hole today, Durst, but it is fucking mental, mate. It is fucking mental. The last thing that I heard of, where I live, there's a group of apartments. It's quite nice. Like some of them look over the marina and all that stuff. My mate's got one of these like quite posh, expensive ones, and he was given a £70,000 bill to help fix the cladding on the apartment. One of the guys in the apartment was quite rich. He owned like 5 or 6 of them, and he had his own what do you call it? He got like an independent review of the cladding, and it turned out that there was nothing wrong with the cladding, but the people who owned the building had a cladding company within their group of companies. So they contracted this cladding company to do the review, say that it was bad, even though it wasn't bad, and then charge the owners of the building to replace it. And when they fought it back, you know, a couple of years later, they managed to fight it. But if you don't have that knowledge or that money to fight them, you just have to pay it or you lose your house. It's totally fucked, man. It's so fucking bad. It just reminds me of all this. It's just people just scamming each other, man. Why? I like the shows where they scam the government. No offense, government, if you're watching right now, but fuck you. You know, if you're scamming us with all our taxes, if you're gonna scam someone, fucking scam the government, please, not each other. But these motherfuckers, they just fucking scam each other. It's crazy. This is just fascinating. They're saying you guys just join now. I'm loving this because I've spent quite a lot of time watching Lincoln Lawyer recently, and it is absolutely fascinating. Totally fascinating. If you've watched up until if you haven't watched it yet, the last series was just like, fucking hell, man! It was amazing. The spin at the end of this government thing. I won't spoil it because it is really worth watching if you haven't watched it yet. I was just like, fucking hell, dude! This must be based on a true story. And then you see this happening now with Ashes. I'm just like, this is going to become a movie, man. Steven's going to get his wish and have Chris Hemsworth fucking play him in the Intrepid. Mate, it's so built. It's so built for a movie. It can be called the Intrepid movie. Is there anything out of that already? Intrepid in 2000, when a tsunami created by a nuclear explosion capsizes a cruise ship. Okay. A special agent Sharif. Yeah, okay. I think they can roll with Intrepid as the movie name. Go watch A Few Good Men. They have a totally different film when you. Okay, A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men. Is it the 1992 Jack Nicholson, Tom Cruise, Demi Moore movie? That one. Oh, Mr. fucking Bacon's in it as well.
Not even worth looking at. There's nothing in there. Exhibit 1, 2, and 3, and it's just a list of tech platforms that they don't have access to, which is one of the claims. One of the claims is Stephen resigned from the company, and he has all of this login information for all of these tech platforms that we need so that we can continue operation of the company. And by continue operation of the company, I mean close the company, which is what they're doing. It's what the plan always was.
That wasn't the plan. At least from what Jason said yesterday, the plan. I don't know, but that wasn't the plan. At least from what they were saying, what they said, what Jason said, which is the guy who lent Steven the 12 million, was they said, was it fucking what the cunt's name? Rob? What's the 60% dude? I can't forget. There's too many fucking names. John, Rob, no, John, Steven's fucking husband. Rob, I think it's Rob, the 60% guy, the 90 mil. They were saying that they were planning to do a 25%. I mean, who knows, right? Who fucking knows at this point and what they were planning to do? But what they said they were planning to do was do like a round robin, basically get a load more money off the current investors, use that money to then continue developing Ashes with Steven in the hot seat still, being like the creative director or the CEO, whatever, and these guys just funding it. Steven continues on the development with his team, and they just fund it. So I don't think there was a plan. I think there was a plan to shed like 80, was it 60 or 70% of the staff, because they had just loads. So they were just going to shed the staff, make a load of, fundraise a load of money. But it didn't sound like they were planning to drop the company. So I don't know where he got that information from, but I don't think they were planning to stop. I think they were planning to continue, but just shed a load of extra weight so they can continue development, right? It was launched in early access. People were playing the game. They could have just carried on slow development, and people who were playing it, keep buying their fucking, keep buying the skins and all that sort of stuff. So it sounded like it could have kept going. I don't think they were planning to cancel it the whole time. So
not sure about that. And he has all of this login information for all of these tech platforms that we need so that we can continue operation of the company. And by continue operation of the company, I mean close the company, which is what they're doing. It's what the plan always was. And that's one of the things they're suing him for. Then they list that there's a...
Yeah, you're right, Gandalf. They were closing Intrepid, weren't they? And then launching it under a new name or something where Steven didn't have control. They weren't, on like the grand scheme of things, they weren't planning to close Ashes of Creation. They were planning to basically push Steven out because he was the, as was told many times, the cockroach. Oh, motherfucking, what a cunt, man.
A bunch of bank accounts and third-party vendors that they don't have like invoices for, records for, access to these credit cards and banks. And they're suing him for breach of fiduciary responsibility for not handing that stuff over. But then the big claims that they make is literal crime. They're accusing him of embezzlement, which
fuckery fucked hard, man.
is a federal offence. And they're accusing him of misappropriating, which is a really fancy term for basically you fucking used or taken this money. They are accusing him, him being Stephen, and of course John as well, of misappropriating $17.4 million, which, if true, is a fucking crazy sum of money. Now, again, there is no evidence of this, but specifically how they say that this was done is that they used excessive personal loans to certain shareholders with no documentation and no repayment, direct transfers to shareholders with no stated business purpose, direct transfers to miscellaneous accounts with no stated business purpose, and miscellaneous personal expenses charged to Intrepid's credit cards and or defendant Sharif's personal credit card that was then reimbursed by Intrepid. And they say that this is also commingled funds between basically Stephen's personal funds and the company funds. But the craziest thing they accuse them of is taking millions of dollars out of the company to buy a property and then sell the property and not pay back the company, which is absolutely fucking nuts. They also say that they gave themselves loans from the company and then never paid it back. Like they say here, Stephen had what
financial records, certain shareholder loans to defendant Sharif in the approximate amount of £362,000. Collectively, the Sharif loans. Dude, this will make a fucking brilliant movie. It really would. Oh, man, I cannot wait.
They funnily called the Sharif loans, which is fucking hilarious. They say the Sharif loans, $362,524.15, and then the Moore loans, $6.68 million.
Intrepid Heist.
And it's actually a really funny element of this, where they say this.
Sorry, before you say this, Flynn, I gotta read what you just said, you crazy bastard. Good morning, Flynn. My wife spilled some milk. You wife spilled some milk over her? Wow, your sentences are wonderful. My wife spilled some milk over her. My animalistic side kicked in too fast for my brain to react, and I did woohoo moo and got punched. even changing my doesn't make any sense. Dude, you've been playing too much Animal Hunter. You've been spending too much time in the forest on your own, brother. I love you, man.
The Moore loans, $6.68 million. And there's actually a really funny element of this where they say this. The Sharif transfers were received and enjoyed by the defendant Sharif. And it's like, they're talking about $4.8 million. Yeah, if I transferred myself $4.8 million, I'd enjoy it as well. As I'm sure you guys would. But obviously there's crazy claims in here. Like this is the one. To date, Sharif failed to dispute the total amount of money owed for the Sharif transfers. And there's a okay, if you want like the actual analysis and not just lol, it's funny that they're saying Sharif transfers. When somebody in a lawsuit says upon information and belief, that might as well say I think, right? So they're not even saying we have evidence of this. They're just saying, oh, I think this happened, but they've provided no evidence, and they're not even using language that says that they know.
I think what they're saying though is that this could be proven though, right? If they subpoena these documents and actually get access to the bank transfers and everything, maybe if it gets this big and there's so much money involved, you know, I guess the court have the say whether they can access. Is that something that's possible? Like they can request access to Steven's bank accounts to see where the money's gone, because there must be a paper trail of some of this somewhere. He can't be doing all this in cash, right?
No, they just say, oh, we think this happened, or we're suspicious that this happened. It might be more accurate. So upon information and belief, defendant Sharif also caused Intrepid to take out a loan to purchase real property, as in real estate, in San Diego, California, aka the property. And upon information and belief, defendant Sharif identified Intrepid's investment as revenue in order to obtain the loan to purchase the property, which I think this, if true, is a crime. And then of course it does go over here that apparently they sold the property for 8.5 million and then didn't pay the company back. So that would be saying, oh, he pocketed $8.5 million. Like, oh, I'm taking a loan out the company to buy this thing, and then I'm selling the thing and I'm keeping the money. That's a crime. If true, absolutely nuts. And obviously there is an amendment of the timeline here in terms of what the public believed due to what the employees at the time believed. So what employees believed and what the public was talking about is that Steven Sharif resigned from the studio on like the 28th or whatever, because you remember the timeline was like, I've got something in my eye. I was downstairs cleaning my cat's knocks, like washing liquid fucking everywhere. But basically the public narrative was like somewhere around the 28th. I can't remember if it was 26th, 27th, 28th. It's been too many dates in my brain. There was obviously a meeting. From the meeting, it was determined that there would be hundreds of people fired, like left down to 70 to 100 employees, and everyone else would be no PTO, no severance. They'd be gone, and they were going to hire more people overseas to try to make the game for cheaper, right? That's what people believed. In reality, Steven resigned on the 19th of January. He'd been gone from the company by the time this meeting even happened for like 10 days or something. And this is in the filing. You can see here they're talking about the Steam funds here. So defendant Sharif received a notice from Steam Valve Commerce on January 18th 2026 that provided Intrepid's secured creditor would be taking 3.5 million receivable, aka the Steam notice, that the plaintiff was relying on to pay Intrepid's employees and creditors. What they mean by this is when Valve froze the Steam funds, it was because the secured creditor, aka the bank, this is what happened. The bank contacted Valve and said, that's our money. So Valve said, okay, we're freezing the funds to determine whose money it is. And then the day after, according to this timeline, Steven resigned. Now, obviously, the timing of this is incredibly sketch. And something that's obviously going to come out in further lawsuits about exactly why it happened with this time frame, because there's just almost no info here other than the real date of resignation. But I can now talk about obviously what was the real plan and what the public didn't know, just because this date is now public. Intrepid was never going to exist after this point. I think Jason even said this in the video, in the live stream when he was talking.
Oh, I thought you said the opposite.
About it. The plan was to close Intrepid. So even if all this didn't happen, like even if the Valve money didn't go away, everything like that, Intrepid was going to be closed because they'd already made this new company. This TFE Game Holdings that's filing this lawsuit had already been created and was spun up specifically to fire everybody in Intrepid and then rehire 70 to 100 of the key staff into the new company where they'd... I don't know why you do this in terms of like a business decision. I'm sure it's something to do with debt or whatever, but they were going to close the Intrepid company down, move everything that was valuable and rehire staff into this new company, TFE Games Holding, and then develop the game from there. So Intrepid was going away. It was just that obviously people didn't know this until now. But either way, that's like all we get.
No, he's just going over kind of what we went over yesterday. It's just the way he words it sounds a bit different from what we would expect. You know, like it sounded like he was going to close Ashes the way he was saying it then. Apparently, from what the boys were saying, well, the boys, fuck me, what Jason and Robert were saying, or what Jason was saying, was that they weren't planning to close Ashes. They were planning to close in Intrepid Studios, squeeze out Steven because he was, as they said many times, the cockroach, and then restart the company basically under another name, which may have included like basically bankrupting it, right, and maybe losing some of the debts they have with other people. Like that's what people do, right? Their business goes bad, they bankrupt the business, you know, he starts it up again in his wife's name or whatever, and then off you go, you start again. I had one client we were working for before. Won't say too much about who they are, but they were like a holiday company, and they had all of these. They were quite well off company, lots of like high roller clients and stuff. But they had all of these clients booked in for all these trips, and then they bankrupt the company. The company just went under. 3 months later, the company started up again. From a front end point of view, the same company name, but from a back end point of view, it's a completely different like limited company, different entity, and just started trading again. But they lost all of their debts, you know. Yeah, it's kind of like it's pretty bad, but I mean it's a thing that people do to just lose their debts. So you got to have some knowledge and some support with it, and you got to have some money to be able to get it done. But perhaps, I mean, would be purely speculating at this point, like perhaps that's what the plan was. But from at least from a top level point of view, all the information we listened to yesterday, the idea was basically to just remove Steven from any percentage controlling that he had before, get rid of Steven out of it completely, leave him as like maybe a creative director or something, right, so he can still build the game. But that's when he quit, and that's when it all went to shit. But yeah, the way Kira's explained it is correct to what he's saying. It's just it made it sound like they were planning to close the game rather than just close and reopen another company, right, like behind the scenes. Yeah, it's just fucked up, man. It's totally fucked up.
From the lawsuit, there's really nothing. The other claims are basically the same thing. Breach of contract, as in...
I think our boy Jay Oddity done a video on this. I know he watched it yesterday.
Intrepid to Moore and a loan from Intrepid to Steven for combined like $7 million that's not been paid back. But they don't provide the loans in here. There's no agreements in here to look at. There's literally nothing. The other claims for relief from unjust enrichment, claims for relief from unjust enrichment for John, and then just basically saying, oh, we also want an injunction and we also want money. We want legal fees for our attorneys and things like that. So as a lawsuit, it's actually kind of a...
Hey, man, at least if you put $5,000 into Star Citizen, at least you get a really big ship you can fly around space in. Do you know what I mean?
boring one, even though some of the claims are fucking insane. Like, obviously, you embezzled tens of millions of dollars from the company. It's a crazy claim to make. It's just a shame that there is zero evidence in the entire filing. And with it being state court, there could be zero evidence in this for fucking months. So right now, it's kind of a nothing burger. Obviously, the more juicy, interesting element is the text messages between Jason and Steven, as well as the fact that it seems like Jason's going to continue releasing things, which is weird. And you know why it's weird? Because you never see anyone do that. And the reason you never see anyone do that is because anytime you put stuff into the public, you harm your ability to sue. They have all the things that you're presenting, and they...
I don't think there is a defense. Seems to not give a fuck. I think Jason said he's probably never going to get his money back from this, so there's nothing to fight for. Maybe it's bad for Robert if Robert's trying to sue Steven, but I don't think I don't think they're going to get any money back. What is it? What he lent them? What they lent him 100 million or something in total. I don't think they think they're going to get their money back. I think this is just a principle at this point. So Steven can't do fuck all in the industry anymore again. I don't think they give a fuck.
Sue somebody after you put all this stuff into the public, it's like a bad idea. It's typically why when you're getting sued, the first thing a lawyer will tell you is to just shut the fuck up and don't talk about it. But since lawsuits are already flying, I would expect more within the coming days, because the way that these things go is people are sort of like holding their cards, like who's going to go first, you know, who's going to be involved, are we going to see the sides, which evidence is going to be presented, can I file a lawsuit in this jurisdiction before they, like, you're going to see everything implode now, more so than you already saw an implosion of the fucking entire company shitting itself to death. But there is a reason I said this was going to be the biggest drama in gaming ever, because we've now seen some lawsuits with very little information, one side of the story from Jason, and now it's expected that everyone else's side is going to come out, because again, there isn't just two factions in this. There's not even just two factions in it on the face of it. You've obviously got the public, you've got the employees, you've got Steven and his side, you've got the board and their side. Right now, we've not even heard from 90% of the board. In fact, we've heard of no one from the board other than the TFE Game Holdings, which is Rob. And Rob obviously was previously not known to exist, but since Jason's talked about Rob, I guess I can as well. And then Jason, who is an investor, who wasn't on the board, but there's also other investors, and they are in factions as well. So it's gonna be a crazy couple days and a crazy upcoming couple weeks. So obviously stay tuned, because it's not gonna stop, guys. It's just gonna be fucking nuts from here on out, more so than it already was. So yeah, thanks for watching.
Mate, I was looking last night. The lovely Margaret.
Hopefully you
Cron. What's her fucking Twitter? I was looking at. It was on Nefas. That's nice. Where did he post it? She responded to one of his posts, basically saying her piece on it. So I'll see if I can show you that, because fucking hell, that was kind of juicy as well. Unless she deleted her post. Where the fuck was it? Dude. Oh man, it's just crazy. So man. I saw a post saying Quinfall actually got Game of the Year in 2001. Where the fuck did it go? Oh, here we go. Yeah, here. Nope. This is crazy. I feel sick. Here we go. This was one of the actual investors that funneled around $12.5 million into Steven Shrews from Trevor Studios and Action Creation. Reached out to me, blah, 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 blah. He gave all the info. This is the one we watched. Figured you'll be interested in some answers of some of these people who invested. Blah, blah, blah. Margaret watched it. Look, yes, this was yesterday. Send your DM here if you could check it. I know I should keep quiet because we as staff have a lawsuit in place already. But just so you know, that guy never reached out to any developers. It's not like it's hard to find some of us. Me, for example. Instead, he reached out to YouTubers. What the fuck? If they were solely relying on Steam to pay us, why he didn't even know about the decision to go to Steam? It's crazy. Just an easy way to defend why they didn't pay our final paychecks. Didn't adhere to the WARN Act or pay out. So I think the staff have their lawsuit against Intrepid themselves, right? Not Steven. Be careful. He's already saying your friends can't remember that you have a can't remember that you have a fiance and trying to offer you his penthouse in Vegas. Sucks they lost money. And a lot of that. But he personally seems to have recovered. Still didn't like the way the things ended with another game. What was she doing before? I'll get. I don't know. I don't know her outside of Ashes. Say, I'm disgusted with everything that happened, and I trust no one. If this stuff is true, I feel awful that I helped spread this information. At this point, I want nothing to do with any of them. Any side of this monstrosity of a shape. Every day, this story gets crazier and crazier. I feel like I'm in some kind of wild fever dream. The entire dev team will probably never get the money they are owed. I've got a new job. I want to move on from this and live my life in reality. Fucking crazy. Instead, he reached out to YouTubers. What the fuck? To be honest, I don't trust anyone today that worked at Intrepid. We don't know exactly what content the lawsuit you and others are using against Intrepid is. You blindly defended this game until recently and did not give us any details about what happened. You just make a post on LinkedIn. I'm sorry, Margaret, but with all respect, I can't support you anymore. Currently, you should move on and stop complaining about where people need to do or manifest their problems. Holy mama. It's pretty well said, to be fair. Oh, is 100% going to be a documentary? What was that? Hello, Bubble. Damn YouTubers. Fucking YouTubers. She was with Sony Online, did a lot before EverQuest Next, before moving to PlanetSide 2. Oh, I remember hearing something about PlanetSide 2, yeah. Both those titles got sold, never got my money back for Next. Why you put some money there? Or a company message to say I should reclaim my funds. Well, we do. Oh, look who it is! Oh shit, Mr. fucking Swole Benji's here. Oh, fan account of a YouTuber. Wait, that's just him. Benji, you got your own fucking alt account. Tons of people reach out to me via email every day about scummy stuff and insider stuff for different games. Albion. Fucking hell. I think what people are saying is with someone like Margaret is, how can you be working with someone for like 7, 8, 9 years and not have a single inclination that something is wrong? I think that's the sentiment at the moment, basically. It's just fucking crazy. Who's in my DMs? There's a trader selling USD. Someone's fucking RMT and on MetaForge. Unbelievable. What are you doing, you little shits? Deal with that later. Hello, Bubble. I'm still waiting for PlanetSide 3. Oh, yeah. Right, we've got two things. Let's just have a little look at this. What is he saying here?
Allegedly, the guy scammed $140 million. Allegedly, the guy scammed $140 million. What the fuck?
Okay, so just to clarify and recap the whole thing, Robert put the foot down. All the investors put their foot down. They said, okay, this is not sustainable. They proposed a 60 to 70% layoff, and then Steven wanted to keep his equity, even though he'd never bought equity.
What?
And then when they
is this really like live? Did he watch it?
They told him no. He said, all right, I'm gonna resign. And as he did so, he contacted the bank to seize the Steam funding, which was meant for payroll. Now, he did claim in his announcement post that other senior staff...
Has they just clipped this together, or is this actually him?
...resigned as well. Is that true, or is that just...
Everyone resigned.
I don't think he's watched it yet. I think this is just like a montage. They should have been doubted with Steven the moment they found a bag full of dildos under his desk in the office. I think it's clipped. It's pretty good though. Like, it's pretty good. Someone's put a bit of effort into that. I don't blame Margaret. I think it's pretty easy not to have an idea. Possibly, yeah. I mean, it's just. I think that's the sentiment, though. You know, when you're so close to someone, you would think that there would be something that would ring alarm bells if it's that bad. The thing is, I think it's so bad. I mean, a lot of us have fell for it, but you feel like if you're in the office with the person, then day in and day out, and you spend lots of time with them outside of work, it's like, yeah, you would assume that something gets seen, but maybe, I mean, he was clearly an incredible liar, like clearly so. Yeah, man, pretty mad. I just want to have a quick look and see what the other guys, like Kira's obviously gone down a slightly different angle with his information. I just wanted to see what maybe Jay pulled out of what happened yesterday as well. Mr. Oddity.
The
Let's see what
Ashes
they
of
gotta
Creation
say.
drama has gone insane.
Mate, he is bringing Trump to his content. He's like, that is Trump. Surely he brings
The
his...
Ashes of Creation drama
That
has
is
gone insane. There's lawsuits, there's insults, and there's much more.
Every time I lurk Jay lately, it's just he's putting on his Trump impression.
What I'm going to do here is explain it in simple terms to give you a bit of a running update as to where we are right now. As you probably know, Intrepid Studio...
Oh, let me just reset before we watch Jay stuff. Let's play there was some coding wizards making FPS 7 like a sport 2 play. PlanetSide was amazing. I remember playing that back in the day with the boys. On a Kickstarter, when most payroll gets missed multiple times, most people should notice that. Yeah. I'm going to launch a dead game Kickstarter. Going to make profits off the pirates. Missing payroll would have been a clear one. I think Stephen was really aware of what would have exposed him as Super Death. Yeah, I mean, he is good at covering up. I think it's things like, for me, it would have been, you know, why is he banning everyone off the Discord? Like kind of, no, it's not slander, I don't think, but, you know, saying something negative. And I think the whole, surely the whole drama with Narc would have raised alarm bells. What Narc put together in terms of a storyline and a storyboard about why, what, how, when, you know, and with Steven's background, you know, selling fucking beauty products and stuff to people, right? Or whatever he did, the MLM stuff. Surely, if you're living and breathing that world, rather than just jumping in and out of it like we do as gamers, right? You turn on the game, you play it for a bit, you jump out. But you guys, they're developing it, and they're dealing with this guy. Like, say, missing payroll, fair enough. Where's the money? What's happening? Why are we missing it? All this sort of stuff. Surely that should be like, we not got money in the bank, this, that, and the other. Why is he banning people for this? Why is he banning people for that? Why did they push Narc out so hard just for criticizing? It must have been something, but... Also, like, I watched the live stream and how they were all acting with one another. It looked like they were a tight team, bunch of mates, building a game together. Felt really fun and friendly. There was a few devs that are like, you know, most devs, let's be honest, are kind of not people, right? They're not, you know, they're just not. So some of them were a bit more... sociable than others, but apart from that, it felt really real when you listen to them. But man, I think that's the sentiment, right? How did she not have any idea over 9 years of working every day with this guy? I think people think that she's just trying to save her own ass and move on to the next thing, which is fair enough. They should have hired pirate software. If you can sweet talk Jason and Robin to giving them 140 million that they don't have. They did have it, didn't they? Yeah, it's not just a month though. My point is that it's a 9-year period, right? Or however long they work together. It's a long time. I mean, you just got to be... I don't know the right word for it, really. Not incompetent, but... Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty insane. It's what it is. Like, we'll never know, you know. So it's a tough one to call. But that's the thing at the moment. It's like, how did no one in the office have any idea that he was doing this shit? They were on the copium. Yeah, I mean, we all were, right? Let's build a great game, and Stephen was selling them the great game and all that sort of stuff. Willfully oblivious. Yeah, intellectually limited. Oblivious, I think. Yeah, intellectually limited. I quite like that term as well. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's It's kind of fascinating, but that seems to be the sentiment at the moment. Look at how he treated the content creators, and I think you'll find the answer. I didn't know too much about what was going on from a content creator side. Like, we played the game a little bit, you know, we supported the codex and all that sort of stuff that Taken built, but the big one I noticed was obviously Narc, and how it felt like they squeezed him so much that he had to just leave, you know? Like, he got pushed out of the circle, and they turned a lot of people against him. And I think even Jay, right? I don't, you know, I used to speak to Jay a lot more than I do now when we were playing New World and stuff, but I remember sitting in one of Jay's streams, I think, and he was doing something on Ashes, and I came into the stream, and someone said something along the lines of, you know, all the Ashes fanboys come in, and there was a, or there is, or maybe not anymore, but there was a massive, like, cult following close to the center of Ashes, that if anybody said anything bad, it felt like they would, you know, they would fucking go to that person, say what they need to say, and that person would back off and move away, right? Like, don't say anything bad about my game, Ashes of Creation. Like, I've spent my fucking money on this, and you can't say anything bad about it. There was like a serious cult following of people on the inner. And I remember them saying something to Jay, or being in Jay's chat at some point. Is this where I could buy more popcorn for this shit? So, mate, I honestly, yesterday we planned to play Arc Raiders. I'm loving Arc Raiders at the moment. Someone's Taken actually sent me the Reddit post, and I was like, yeah, let's watch this for a few minutes, and it has just been insane. And the reason I'm so interested is not to get my money back, or not to try and drama farm or anything, but just like, I think this is going to be a massive, this will have a massive impact on the gaming industry as a whole. Maybe that's like far-fetched, or maybe a little bit of an exaggeration, but I think this is big. Like, this is massive, and I hope that this might be the turning point, and hopefully maybe the likes of Asmongold and that will use this as fuel for the fire to basically, you know, maybe stop us buying into early access and all that sort of stuff. Kickstarters, yeah. Game servers online. Are you playing Carnage? Are you griefing who's left? I imagine employees who are not yes men were quickly weeded out. It's probably very true, John. Probably very true. I said it was a scam from the start. That said, I'm sad for the gamers who truly believed it. The thing is, I think people, the thing is, you have Star Citizen and Ashes of Creation. Both of those games were always labeled as a scam, but it was never a scam in the sense that we've always seen it. No one can sit here and say that they had any idea what has just happened was happening. There's nobody in the world. So the amount of people that have like said to me over the last 24 hours, like, I knew it was a scam, you should never bought it, fuck you for buying it, kind of sentiment. I know you didn't say that then, but a lot of people have. There's a few people yesterday like, oh, those guys who bought the game deserve to be scammed. And I'm like, you're a fucking cunt. Why are you saying that sort of shit? People want to buy into a game and invest in something like you would a business, and you want it to succeed, so you don't mind putting some money into it. It's such a bad thing to do. Like, we know it is, but people are so desperate for a good game. They don't mind spending a couple of £100 to support that, right? If it needs to be. But fucking nobody knew what was going on. Fucking nobody. So I agree. People were saying it's a scam. Yeah, it is. But nobody fucking knew to what level. This shit is fucking insane. It was not a scam. As development game was moving forward. Yeah. In the sense that, you know, Star Citizen's a scam, right? We're going to sit here and say Star Citizen's a scam. But you can then buy a ship and go and fly it around. But hey, man, it's still a fucking scam. Like, you know, that's the sentiment, right? It's a bit of a laugh. It's like back in the day when I was in school and I'd be like, all right, mate, you're gay. He wasn't actually gay, but he's gay. It's like, that's how I see it when people talk about a scam. They're like, it's a scam. Ashes of Creation is a scam. It's a scam. Same with Star Citizen, but fucking nobody knew it was as deep as it went, man. It's been fascinating, truly fascinating to watch this all unfold. Shut the fuck up, noob. You play 300 hours. Flint's still playing Quinfall. it isn't that much money for a film to ruin his name, though. It isn't that much for film to ruin his name, though. Hold on a minute. Hofjauer. It isn't that much money for film to ruin his name, though. Yes, sure. But honestly, how are the servers still online? No one's turned them off yet for him. It isn't that much money for him to ruin his name, though. Oh, do you mean like... Oh, sorry, I'm with you. So, it's not worth Stephen ruining his name over what he's got from it. No. It's weird, isn't it? It's a very weird scenario. I think that he just, like... Maybe perhaps it started off with all good intentions, and I think it probably was. I probably had good intentions for a long time, but it sounded like his whole family were into this MLM stuff, right? Which for us Europeans, it's the pyramid scheme companies, which, you know, people who are in it love it. People who are outside of it looking in, I don't know. I gave an analogy yesterday with these. It's like you fall in love with your first love, right? But you know. I was gonna twist the analogy there. You fall in love with your first love, but you know she's bad for you. You know she's toxic, or people know that she's toxic for you, but you love her to bits, right? She's the best thing since sliced bread. But from the outside in, you can see that she's a bad person, or she's going to be bad for your relationship. You know, even your mum hates her. But from the inside, it's just wonderful. That's like these MLMs, and I think Stephen was probably brought up with that, right? Wasn't his mum? His mum was in on that business, and that's how she knew Jason, and Jason made loads of his money by doing these MLMs. And then his mate Rob probably did it too, and now they've invested in other stuff, blah blah blah. So it's kind of crazy. So maybe at the start I think he probably wanted to genuinely make a good game, and they were making a good game. Like, it was en route, you know, like it was en route. There was 30,000 concurrent players on the Steam launch, so yeah, I don't think there was ill intentions at the start, but it probably got... You know what? You know when they say, like, if you tell yourself, or someone tells you something so many times, you begin to believe it anyway, even if it's not true. It's kind of that sort of shit. The moment they were trying to sell those alpha keys, I was like, what the fuck's going on here? But I never thought it was as big as this. It's crazy. It is. It really is. It's a big old rabbit hole. I don't know. I saw the alpha as like a fundraising, because, you know, we were all under the impression that he had paid his money into it, and if we can support that development, then fuck it, man. Fuck it. I don't mind spending a couple $100 to fucking support the development of this. Like, that's where the Kickstarter come in from, and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. Right, I'm gonna leave Jay on stream for a second. I'm just gonna pop to the toilet, and then we're gonna watch Jay. Jay, you take over. Be right back, boys. 1 sec. Jackie boy. Sorry. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for taking over there for me. African King says, my question is, what were the Ashes of Creation devs doing? Like, Quinfall has 10 times more stuff to do. True, Quinfall on top. Yes? Hello? You want me to watch YouTube with you? I don't have time to watch Outdoor Boys right now. I've got to watch Mr. J Oddities. Huh?
Please.
I'll watch with you when I'm finished. You can take them. That's Pigs in Blankets. Let me show the boys, look. We got some Pigs in Blankets flavour Pringles. They're not that bad, actually. Go on, off you go, mate. We can hang out later if you want. You want to sit and watch with me? He's bored. Hold on. What do you want to do? It's a rainy day today, isn't it? Look, show the boys your big monster truck. You got loads to do. Come on. Love ya. How's your nose? You right? Good. Yeah, we ain't got any new Outdoor Boys to watch at the moment. Apparently, the investors were also wondering why the game wasn't moving very fast, considering the amount of developers they had on their payroll. So, Quinfall is a parody? What do you mean? Quinfall's going to be Game of the Year. Mockadus, mate. It's going to be Game of the Year. It's the best game since Ash of Creation. What up, Chaotic Man? It's been a while. I didn't really think it was going to be I didn't really think it was a scam, but I knew it wasn't going to end well because I knew Stephen from AA, and he was in a MLM, and knew it would almost be impossible to such a businessman would be able to make an MMO. I think they were doing all right, man. I think they were doing all right. It's just his financial situation was just a lie, and I think maybe the MLM world made him believe that he could just lie to everybody, and he fucking did. I mean, he fucking did. All right, Beats, my bad. They crammed in every MMO idea they could. What, Quinfall? Dude, the Quinfall trailer was fucking wonderful. If they just focused on like making videos, all of these fucking games, and all of the devs within the games, they're all making these wonderful cinematic videos for these games that they're building. All they need to do is get into like fucking movie making, man. I would watch the shit out of these. The Quinfall trailer is incredible. I loved it, mate. The Quinfall, all they need to do is change, like, pivot, just as Steven pivoted from an MMO into a battle royale. That's all they needed to do, man. That was it. Oh man, fucking funny. Carnage just DM me. He's playing Ashes. Wait, are you actually in the servers? MMORPG is a perfect platform for primitive, mate. It's been a rough few years for MMOs. I think even the man himself, Lazy Peon, said he's basically done with the MMO world because it's just so shit. Are you following Outdoor Boys, Tom? The son. And My Life Outdoors. From OB. Like from... What's Pitchy? What's the second one, sorry? We've Sword. Jesus. Luke from... sorry. Luke from Outdoor Boys features on it. No, I haven't. We've seen Tom's channel, yeah. My son loves it. It's fucking great. It's absolutely great. We love a bit of Outdoor Boys. Throne was fun. Throne was fucking brilliant at the beginning, mate. To be fair, New World was good until it wasn't, and then it was, and then they deleted it. Throne of Liberty was absolutely incredible on its launch, man. I will die on that hill. I had the best time. I loved Throne of Liberty. It was incredible. Then they fucking killed that as well. Then Dune Awakening promised to be great for like PvP side of things. Kind of died, you know, whatever. Still got a great PvE element to it. It's like a nice, it's a nice game, but not really an MMO really in what we wanted it to be. What else did we try? Fuck, there was something else. Oh, some other bullshit in between all that stuff. Oh, fucking Aeon 2. Oh, what a load of shit. Forgive me if you like it. I thought that was a load of shit as well. Nothing's really tickling my pickle like New World did, you know? PAX Day. Chrono. Yeah, PAX Day. PAX Day's good in its own right, but it's good for building and exploring. You know, that's what that's good for. It's not built like New World was built, where we could do our thing. Chrono, what a fucking flip-flop that shit was. Oh my god. I didn't get on with that at all. I know there's a lot of cope around that and a lot of people were excited about Chrono, but hopefully they turn it around. But that's fucking been delayed till 2027 now, right, as well. They got another whole year to build their shit. And the issue with anything these days, there were some people that played Chrono and kind of gave me the hope that it was going to be good, and they kind of hyped me up for it, and I was like, yeah, it's going to be great. All these guys I know, this guy up here, fucking Jay with his fucking Jay, if you can hear me, you motherfucker, with your pictures of behind the scenes playing Chrono, you cunt, got me excited. What a load of shit that game was. I did not enjoy Chrono, but hopefully they fucking pull it out of the bag and change it up. That would be amazing. We just need a fucking decent. We just need a decent game at this point, don't we? The studio of Chrono said they won't do a Korean business model, but I don't trust them. We can't really trust anyone, especially with what's going on currently right now in actual creation. We've got to stick together. And if you see a friend that's like, oh, hey man, should we get early access on this game? You got to say, no, don't fucking do it. We can't do it. We've got to stick together. Did you watch the second? Wait, what? Is that a game? No, I haven't. I haven't seen that yet, Gandalf. I haven't seen that. Riot Guild Wars 3. Hey man, the only thing we have been playing on MMO. So at the moment, I'm playing a lot of Arc Raiders and then a lot of Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 is just class still. It's old, right? It's an old game. It's what, fucking 2013 or something, so it's an old game, but it's still just good. Like we're playing World v World, something to play together for PvP, but there's no decent large scale shit. Anyway, should we have a see? So I'm guessing this is what we obviously popped in to see Jay yesterday. I'm guessing this is what he was kind of going through, which is probably like a summary of the video, so it'd be quite cool to see. I did play the new Dune DLC. Yeah, it's a good form PvE side. It is like it's just got a nice PvE. It's quite a nice PvP game. They said they're working on PvP, so we'll just revisit it over time. 9 more days needed. Let's go. Hope he does. I hope he buys New World and just puts the servers online. It'll be fucking class. Right, let's see what Jay's got to say.
Effectively no more. There was a whole drama previously. Steven resigned. The devs got the warn notice and effectively were laid off and weren't getting paid for a month. And the dust had pretty much settled with a let's wait and see what happens to these lawsuits and the statements from the people involved. Well, we have some statements from the people involved. We have the lawsuit from the devs, which is basically the devs filing effectively a counter to the warn, which says, hey, you didn't give us enough time, enough warning, and you actually didn't pay us, so pay us. That's the devs effectively versus Intrepid. And then now we have a company called, I think, TFE Game Holdings. This appears to be primarily owned by a guy called Rob D. Dawson, and it is that entity which we think now controls the asset of Ashes of Creation. How did we get to that point? Well, that's a story in itself. But the TFE Game Holdings are suing Stephen Sharif and his husband John Moore. That's sort of been one of the big nuclear bombs, and we'll talk about that in a moment, But another thing has also happened. Effectively, there was a guy called Jason Karmanis who has been given a lot of screenshots and documents to a YouTuber called NefastQS. And that has been rather explosive in its own right. So let's start with the lawsuit.
Husband!
First. The lawsuit, I said, is for...
It is confirmed. Fucking hell, God.
This TFE game holding to no own interest. They are suing Stephen and John. And the things that they are suing them for are actually kind of wild. First, they basically want access to the platforms that they should have access to. Right? They don't have the login details to Steam, Discord, all the kinds of stuff, right? So they're like, hey, give us...
Dude, I remember running around this... well, maybe not this particular place, but I remember running around these tents with fucking Nex and Dark Destiny.
Details to Steam, Discord, all the kinds of stuff, right?
Rest in peace,
so like,
Ashes Creation.
See you in the next life. They also say that Stephen and John were embezzling money from Intrepid and the investors in Intrepid. Now, big caveat here, obviously, I'm now using like these legal terms and stuff like that. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know what I'm talking about. But these are only allegations. These are, you know, we think this has happened. We want to try and prove it in court. We want the information that helps us prove it.
Subpoena the documents!
For that.
Subpoena the documents! Get fucking Stephen in court, let's go. Dude, they better make this a live trial so fucking Asmongold can react to it like he did Johnny Depp. Ooh. I would actually pay per view. I would pay real money to watch Stephen in court versus Jason and Rob and whatever else goes down. I would pay the same amount of money I paid to access Ashes to access a camera to watch that shit. That would be pure cinema.
But it's not proven. This is
that's the idea for their next business model. I'm gonna give that to Jason. I'll let him know my idea. I only want 2%, man. I only want 2%.
Obviously, not a rebuttal. We've not heard anything from Stephen or John. It's just the allegations from TFE Holdings, who we think is owned by Rob. But they're saying you embezzled money. Basically, you took money from investors. You put it in
pay-per-view court to fund Ash of Creation, Ash of Creation 2,
to Intrepid, and then you took it out of Intrepid.
Fucking
we also say that
crazy,
Stephen
man.
was mixing his own money, his personal funds.
Dude, I remember watching these videos on the live streams. I was super excited about this.
$17.4 million of misappropriated funds. Funds that didn't go to the project, effectively.
So
didn't go into the running of Ashes of Creation, and they want it back. And there's an accusation that I'm not even sure is in the lawsuit or from Jason Karmanis or possibly both. But there's an accusation of effectively Stephen and Intrepid using one loan as a income on like a balance sheet and then using that to get a bigger loan from a bigger bank, which would be incredibly illegal. I'm not a lawyer, but I think that sounds pretty illegal to me. That sounds like proper fraud. Again,
that's what Jason was saying yesterday. The TLDR on that is the bank gives me a loan. I then put that loan as income rather than a loan, and then I go to another bank and say, hey, we've just made £500,000 in income. Then the other bank says, oh, that's great. I'll then lend you off the back of that, and you can just keep fucking going along and along. That shit is fucking illegal. It's crazy, man. But they should do a Netflix deal, man. They should do a Netflix deal. I tried to get a refund, but I could not. So for you guys who invested into this shit outside of Steam, the only way you can do a refund, basically, Jake Paul wants to fight Steven. I would pay for that as well. So stop distracting me. Fuck, I'm lost. What was I saying? Oh, I'm totally lost what I was saying. Oh, refund. If you can go to your bank directly, find the payment on your bank account or your bank statement. Which the thing is, it could be a couple of years at this rate. Go to your bank account, find the thing on your bank, and then you file it through your bank directly, not through Intrepid, not through Ashes. Obviously Steam, you do direct through Steam, but if you bought it directly on their website,
or I think it's probably even the same through Kickstarter, right? Find the details on your bank and just contact your bank, because you will be able to get your money back from the bank as long as you provide some level of evidence to say, hey, look, I put my money into this because I was supposed to get that, and now they've closed it and I don't have access to what I was promised. You should get your money back. People have been getting refunds that way, so it depends how much you've invested, whether it's worth your time. Yeah, it's something that's possible. I've done it before on something where someone kind of misled me. I haven't done it for Ashes. I will at some point, but I just can't be bothered right now. But if you can, yeah, look to do it through your bank, and if you do, let me know, because it'll be really interesting on how many we get. There will be no court case. Shut up, Riff. We need a court case for the film, for the intrepid heist film. Be aware the bank will probably give you a temporary payback, but they can later take it back if they can't recoup the money. So, yeah, sometimes they won't pay you out, and at least from my experience, they won't pay you out until they get the money back. But if you paid it on a credit card for sure, then you should definitely get it back. But yeah, just try doing it through your bank. Stream rejected me. They said I have 400 hours. Told them I was AFK and rejected it. Losers. Yeah, the skins is an important one, right? Because especially if you purchased when you purchased the game. So for example, my package was the Alpha 2 one, which I think was $250. A part of my package, or your packages, would have been 6 months game time when the game launched, currency for the game, like you say, and then also the skins. That's the real big one here. It's not necessarily buying into the it's not buying into the development of the game and buying into the Alpha 2, because we did get to do that, but what we didn't get is these additional extras, which basically compiled to make the package. So make sure you bring that up. And is the website still live? I haven't even checked. Ashes of Creation. Oh, it is. Can I log in? Mate, let's try and log in. Oh, Danny. Oh, I'm logged in. Account. Transaction history. Here we go. August the 10th, 2023, and March 11th, 2021. $240 I did in total. Game is alive. Servers are popping. Yeah, well, the website's still up, so I would suggest go onto the website, look at what you've got here. Yeah, it says here, Expeditionary pre-order pack, £150. It's got my order number, Beta 2 access key, Beta 1 access key, pre-order pack. We've got the skins, the embers, all that sort of stuff. 5,900 embers. That's the main thing, I think. Log into your accounts if you can. The servers are still up, or the website's still up. Take screenshots of your accounts here, and then present that as evidence to your bank. I might actually do this, man. It's a decent chunk of money. I'll leave that up and do that later. I'll let you know how I get on. Imagine I just had a big wanted post of Steam. What? AshesOfCreation.com. That would be great. Right, come on, Jay. Give us the juice.
All of this is alleged. There's another one where apparently a property was bought with Intrepid funds. That property was then sold, and then Stephen has taken that money, which doesn't sound like that would be a dumb thing, does it? So there's all kinds of stuff in that lawsuit. But effectively, the gist is the people who own Intrepid now are very annoyed at Stephen. There's not enough evidence at this point, from my perspective, where I could have any sensible opinion based just on that lawsuit. Apparently, the exhibits that were attached, they're not like any detailed receipts or anything like that. They basically say, we think this is happening.
I think I don't know if I've still got it open, but what do they call it? Exhibits 1, 2, and 3 are basically documents that Stephen has to provide the court, and then there should be evidence against this or for this case. But yeah, there's no actual.
I'm assuming there's something called Discovery. Maybe I've watched too many TV shows, but I kind of feel like they need to go to the Discovery where they actually get the documents and they get the information, and then they can possibly, like, you know, actually make their case. So that lawsuit in itself is pretty damn explosive. The fallout of that could be huge. We haven't heard Stephen's reply. We haven't heard John reply. But, you know, that sounds pretty crazy. And then we get into something else. Now, we get into a person called John Karmanis, and he basically sent a lot of texts and conversations
Jason, right? Not John,
from himself, Karmanis,
Yeah,
and something else. Now, we get into a person called John Karmanis, and he basically sent a lot of texts and conversations from himself and Stephen.
That's the dude
to a
that
guy
was
called
on the
Nefast
phone
QS.
yesterday.
And he's done an incredible YouTube video. It's like an hour and 20 minutes long though, but if you really want all the juice, you'd have to go and watch that one pretty much. I'd watch maybe Kira for the lawsuit or TheoryForge for the lawsuit, and then Nefast for that. But keep in mind, you'll be watching, you know, there's hours of content out there if you really want it. I think I spoke about this on stream today for about 8 hours. So there's details there if you really want the details. I'm kind of going to skirt over a little bit just in the interest of time. So I'll shut up and let's do it. So the video that Nefast today published was all the documents between him and Stephen, and there was a lot just in that. There was like, it's a very long video, as I said, but effectively,
It is well worth a watch if
Stephen
you got time.
asking
It is
Jason,
fucking
and
brilliant.
it's not me, even though my name actually is Jason. It's effectively Stephen asking Jason for money. Now, if you ask
Jay Oddity was the man who invested 12.5 million into Ashes all along.
to believe that, I'm going to try and paint the story of what happened. But effectively, in around about 2014, Jason and another investor, there's loads of investors involved in this, start giving him money, and they end up making the start of the game, the prototypes, the things that's prepped for Kickstarter. So they're 4 million in, 2 million each, these investors. Then they go to Kickstarter, and that's where everything kicks off. No pun intended.
Dude, these
From
videos
that
are
point
so
on,
fucking brilliant.
Stephen gets like really excited. He thinks that this game is going to be absolutely huge, bigger than World of Warcraft. He's happy Forbes has put him in the top wanted list and stuff like that, the highest hyped MMOs. And they're effectively riding a little bit of success. They're like, yes, boys, we're doing it. And that attracts more investment. Now, there appears to be more investment from a lot of people that may or may not have come forward, but specifically Jason is getting what we were calling love bombed. A lot of the times it would be like Stephen messaging Jason going, hey, bro, I love you more than my own family. You are amazing. You're like a god to me. Also, please, can I have $500,000 to make?
Give me your fucking money. It was also so scummy that Stephen was bashing New World closure while he knew that his game was also done. That is, yeah, it's, well, the thing is, the fallout of New World was very, very good for Ashes, right? More people disappointed that there's no good MMOs and all that sort of shit. So, cheeky little fucking cunt, wasn't he? Stephen is an MLL expert. I don't know if Stephen was an expert. His fucking mum was. I mean, his mum was the expert. Maybe he was like an apprentice MLM. Pretty fucking crazy. Albatross, mate. The TLDR. How do I sum this up? Holy fuck! It is an incredible. We've probably watched about 5-6 hours of content about this over the last 24 hours. It's pretty insane. The TLDR is Stephen Sharif, the man behind all the live streams and stuff for Ashes, never put any money into the game, even though he said he was the only one who put money into the game. He never did. That kept going all the way up until the end, where people had invested let's just keep it short and sweet, over $100 million, and those people who invested over $100 million basically said to him, look, you cockroach little cunt, you need to get the fuck out of the decision making side of things and the equity side of things, because you're fucking everybody. But what we'll let you do is you can carry on building the game, we'll fund the game, but all you have to do is relinquish your equity because you've put no fucking money in anyway, you can't. That's basically what they said. He said no, took the money from the Steam release, used the money from the Steam release to pay off his house, and then they folded the company because they said, fuck that. And all the staff quit because Steven quit, because apparently none of them had any idea that Steven actually put no money in and he was lying to all the investors and stuff. That's the TLDR, I think. Yeah. It's a lot deeper than that, but that's what's come out. And the reason this has come out is because the guy who actually kept the game going at the start was this guy named Jason. Jason was the guy that was on the phone to Nefas yesterday. Yeah, so from 2017 to 2019, maybe 2020, he was the one who put in like 3 or 4 million at that point to basically fund the development of the game. And then, yeah, the recent thing you saw where Steven stepping down and Margaret stepping down and all that stuff was because Steven refused to relinquish his equity from the company. It's kind of fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. TLDR, MMOs are dead. MMOs are in a really, really, really fucking rough spot. Honestly, I know WoW still got a load of players, and it blows my mind whenever I log into Guild Wars and it's just thousands of people playing still. You know, you go to one city, it's full of people. You go to the next one, it's full of people. You go into World v World, it's full of people. You go onto Twitch and you see people doing all these fucking raids together. It's still busy, but we never really get to know the real numbers, right? Because it's on their own launcher and they don't show that shit. The local lawyer probably put more in the game than Steven did. Yeah, the bank did it for him. The bank did the fucking heist. Yeah, you gotta get through the fucking queue first, Riff. So I think they feel like they're dead. It feels like it's fucked, man. It feels like it's totally fucked the MMO world, with the likes of Peon getting depressed about it, this bullshit of Ashes. It feels pretty rough, but yeah, Albatross, that's the TLDR, mate. That's the TLDR, I think.
Payroll this month, and it's a lot.
He did ask a local jeweler for money, yeah.
There, but some of what I just said is actually in those texts. And then Jason would be like, "Yeah,
Madness.
sure." And then sometimes he'd be like, "I'm broke, mate. I'm completely tapped out. I need to sell my crypto or what have you. I need to sell my cars." And then they just have a back and forth where that continues effectively from 2014.
Dude, and he's on the phone to this Jason guy yesterday. Dave's talking about the cars now, right? Steven asks this Jason guy, "Hey man, will you sell your, what was it, like 2010 Ferrari and 2012 Rolls Royce Ghost or something?" The guy's on the phone, they're asking him, "Hey, you still got your cars?" He's like, "No." What did happen? Like the Ferrari had some warranty bullshit claim and they ended up selling it or something. And with the Rolls Royce Ghost, he's like, oh, blasé on the phone, guys. "Oh yeah, I was out doing the groceries and I came back and my car just blew up." I was just like, what in the fuck, dude? Oh yeah, before that he's like, "Oh yeah, that 2012 Ghost, Rolls Royce Ghost, I bought it off Kim Kardashian." Then I went out shopping, came back and my car just blew up. And I'm here like, dude, I'm from the UK. Cars don't just blow up unless someone blows it up for you. And a couple of the guys from America are like, "No, dude, out here, especially if you're in the hot part, you know, some cars they literally just set on fire, and that's legitimately a thing." So I'm like, what in the fuck is going on, man? It's just crazy. Totally crazy. Moose gave up on MMOs after Newer. Too many games have gone and leveled up just for it to flop. I know, it's kind of crazy, man. Jason is really goating. I know, man. He was funny, proper character. He's one of those characters that he reminds me so much of my granddad. Right, my granddad was a fucking cunt, right? Con man through and through. He ran a taxi company, sold the taxi company, bought a lot of boats, did a lot of dodgy shit in Sardinia and all this stuff. And I was like, man, this fucking guy. It reminds me of my granddad. But when you speak to him, you really warmed to him because he just says it how it is. You know, whether it pisses you off or not, he says it with like a, yeah, kind of like a mobster, right? Like he just says it how it is, and there is a really odd warmth to that from my point of view, where someone just, there's so much fucking lies and deceit right now that when someone just says shit how it is, I'm like, I fucking like that guy, dude. I fucking like that. And this Jason guy is the same thing, right? He started off the call basically saying, look, man, I am at the top of a pyramid scheme. It's unethical as shit. Everyone hates pyramid schemes, but I'm at the top of it, and I fucking make a lot of money. And he kind of like owned it from the start that his business practices are bad, like, you know, unethically bad, not necessarily financially bad, clearly, but unethically bad. And then as the call went on, and he was just like flinging insults, and just, he didn't skip, like nothing that he said he had to kind of take two on, right? It was just, he has lived and breathed this for the last 9 years, and when he was telling his side of the story, it all felt completely genuine. Like, I know that sounds like, what? Of course it's not fucking genuine, but it felt genuine. Do you know what I mean? Everything that he said was like, man, I believe that. That lines up with that, and that makes sense with that. And this, I was just like, what in the fuck is going on? So I warmed to his character. It was kind of crazy. Yeah. So Wendy and Randy, I think, were two people that invested a couple of million into Ashes off the back of Stephen. Wasn't like they were like a family friends of his mom and stuff, and he got them to put a couple of million in, but they used their life savings basically to invest in the company, and then obviously lost all their money. So that's why he was bringing them up, I think, because he's basically like, dude, you fucking robbed two old age pensioners of their fucking life savings, and now they have nothing. You know, he's like, he basically said, like, my business practice is bad, but at the bottom, you know, on these pyramid schemes, the higher you rise in them, people are still making money, so I'm helping people make money. What he's saying to Stephen is, you're just going to fucking old people and taking their life savings and fucking binning off the money. Like, that was his argument. So I was like, it's like, what the fuck is going on? It was absolutely insane. That phone call was just, I could sit and listen to the whole thing again. It was mind blowing, because when did I buy mine then? 2021. So we've been aware of Ashes for at least 5 years. And the crazy thing about this whole story for me, I keep thinking about, is I decided to put my money into it in 2021. 2021 is what, 4 years after Jason started giving money to Stephen. At this point, this Jason dude is 10 mil deep into Ashes of Creation, and I'm here like a fucking retard putting my money in because I believe that Stephen, this good guy, is the man who's solo funding this development from his mansion. Like, he fucking conned the shit out of me. I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking twat through and through. I actually remember being like, dude, I said to the boys, I'm obviously from Pirate Gaming, we've had our gaming community for a while, mainly New World and Guilded, right? I remember sitting in the call with the boys during while New World was kind of falling apart. I was like, mate, have you seen these fucking live streams? Dude, if I'm ever going to put money into something, I'm going to put it into Ashes, because, dude, they're so transparent with their live streams. I love the way their devs are communicating with each other, and I love the way Steven's just like playing the game, and he's like showing us what it's really like. I was fucking conned. I got my tits conned off, man. It was crazy. And I remember in 2021 being like, yeah, this is where I'm going to put my money, man. I want to support this game. What a fucking cunt I feel now. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that was when Robert came on board, right? Because at that point, by then, Jason had no money, and Jason was pulling on his network of investors to start putting money in, and that's when this fucking Robert geezer got involved. Mate, it's fucking crazy. Hey man, you got to own who you are, Riff. That is what it is. Belief is a poison. This is how religions fleece people. Mate, what's the fucking show? There was, I mean, we won't go down this rabbit hole, but yeah, you're right. It might have been, I remember watching a show where these guys went out to America and basically started a church. They fucking started this church, and you're right, belief is crazy. And then they basically just took thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds of people who were believing it was going for a course. And also, there's a show on Netflix at the moment called Animal Kingdom. It's been out for a while. Animal Kingdom. Maybe you guys have watched it. It's the Codys following Jay, Smurf, Pope. What was his fucking brother's names? Whatever. But yeah, it's a really cool show. And spoiler alert. At this point, they just robbed the fucking church because they were like, they do like robberies and shit like this. They fucking fleece this church. They go in there, they see it all. This church is taking all this money off all these people. Yeah, the dude from Peaky Blinders. Yeah, brilliant. It's such a good fucking show. But yeah, I'm at this part anyway. Long story short, spoiler alert: they fucking rob a church. But it's the same thing, man. These motherfuckers, these churches are taking so much money. But it's the same as Ashes. Yeah, I believed in it. I genuinely believed in it. I feel like a fucking cunt now, but I truly believed in it. How do we invest in games? You got to know the devs, because man, I was hyped about Arc Raiders way before the hype train came along. I should have invested. Yeah, I knew about Arc Raiders maybe like 4 years ago ish, when it was. There's this clip of them running along the bottom of now we know is the dam, and then you see these fucking arcs flying in, and it's just like, I think we got the. I don't want to go down rabbit holes. Sorry, boys. I know we're here just for Ashes, but I want to reminisce on this as well. I remember the music. The music was brilliant. Arc Raiders trailer. 3 months ago, 4 months ago, 1 year ago. Arc Raiders first. Arc Raiders reveal trailer, maybe. Dude, the music was so good. I remember being hyped as fuck. This one. Totally off topic, but let's just watch it because this was really cool, man.
There is no way to hide. Kings, barons, queens. We give them different names, but they're all the same. Killing machines falling from the sky. This is our home. Our bastion of resistance. This is where the brave meets the bold. We will not die in the shadows. Showtime.
Somebody's coming in hot. Oh, it's on.
Scout ahead.
Right there. Shit. Too many of them.
I remember this, man. The music fucking got me.
Confirmed impact. Baron is on the
class.
You owe me one. Perfect. Let's do this.
Did you get this? You still get this feeling, man. You still get this feeling if you do the if you end up in PvE lobbies, you can get these vibes, man. I've done a few. Oh, look at that. Yeah, class. Why are we watching this?
Contact. Breaking orbit. Southern Rust Belt.
They will never stop coming.
I'm in the corner watching you kissing.
Marks on screen. Calling for volunteers. Enlist. Resist.
Yeah, it was great. I don't know why we ended up watching that, but that was a great trailer. I don't know why we ended up here, but it was great, man. Oh, Belief. Maybe was it Belief? Can't remember. Whatever. But yeah, watch Animal Kingdom. It's great. Let me finish Jay's video first, Ganoff. I've got it on my second screen here. Oh, brilliant. Bungalair versus Hutch. It was peak. That was peak. Neck Rage also has very Necrage is very candy about Steven. What do you mean? Sorry, Kellic? I feel like the PV lobbies leave way more room for opportunity. Anyone can still shoot at any time, but there's loads of different routes. I know, man. I know. Well, I've basically been doing loads of work on MetaForge for Arc Raiders, and I've ended up going down the PvE route, right? And I'm in loads of PvE lobbies. And this recent what is it here? The shared watch you can see on my screen. The shared watch has just created PvE lobbies like you just saw in that trailer. It's it's class, man. Warhammer Online, Age of Reckoning. The guy who hyped it up, very charismatic, but the game wasn't even close to being finished at launch. Mate, I wasn't no fave of any of that. Moose was DayZ, dude. I played DayZ 2014, I think. Remember playing DayZ, good old days. Good old DayZ.
What appears to be apparently up until about 2021. Again, this is a guy called Jason. Whilst Nefas actually validated who that guy is, I can't validate that the texts are 100% real, so you need to keep it with a pinch of salt. This guy then went on to do a live stream with Nefas, and there was more details that came out. And quite frankly, it sounds like he has like a serious vendetta against Steven, which, you know, logically makes sense, but his anger might be putting things that aren't true, so I just want you to keep that in mind. I'm not saying they aren't true, I'm not saying they are true, but he's obviously very angry at Steven, and that might be tainting something a little bit, okay? In the live stream,
they just have a history that none of us can comprehend, right? Like this Jason guy's relationship was with Steven's mum before it was with Steven. And then him and Steven have obviously got their own relationship to some extent as well, clearly. Mate, but over a period of 9 years, and imagine lending me $12.5 million. Doesn't matter if you've only got $12.5 million or you have $100 million. Imagine lending me $12.5 million and me fucking lying to you day in and day out about what I'm doing. I think he gave Steven some shit, like some well-deserved shit, but I think it you know, I mean, when you got that much money, man, you can just start making shit happen. Like, fuck, you know, man. Like, I think he's gone easy on Steven, to be fair, mate. Fuck me.
Steven call that he had with Nefas, he was very aggressive towards Steven.
I've been watching too many movies, man. But people for a lot less keep going missing. I'm telling you. Oh, fuck me. I thought it was 152. No, Jason gave Steven $12.5 million. So I think he's been pretty fucking lenient, mate. It was like 150 total or something, but that's not Jason. Jason's part was the 12.5 million before it started to get a bit crazy. Yeah, exactly.
A lot of names were coming out. Cockroach and much worse. Now,
maybe wait for Riot.
What Jason was saying effectively, it's not that bad, right? He was taking money from investors, and there was terrible interest rates, terrible business decisions, all kinds of stuff there, right? But in theory, Steven was desperately trying to keep getting money in so he could make payroll for the team that was actually working on the game. That inherently isn't necessarily any wrongdoing there, but the wrongdoing is obviously kind of suggested, and the misappropriation of funds kind of hinted at throughout. Now, during his time speaking with Steven and Jason, what actually transpired is Jason was saying that he was kind of lied to a little bit in certain times, but they're not necessarily easy to prove. For example, Steven was apparently talking about some deals that he had with Tencent, although that maybe fell through and it came with another Chinese company, and then they weren't paying him.
Thank you, mate. She just shaved me head. I'm gonna do it. I've got a plan. I'm going bald, mate. It's inevitable. I'm a British dude. My hair loss is happening, whether I like it or not.
Very, very unfavorable.
You know the feeling, Chris.
Kind of racist a little bit, in my opinion. If the statements are true, if the texts are real about the Chinese, like, they're very uncalled for. But he's very angry about the Chinese not getting their funds. And there's apparently quite a few other investors. And I'm not necessarily sure all the investors knew each other. But anyway, so Steven might have been lying about deals. May not have been. Maybe they actually fell through. There were things where he was saying, oh, I'm actually going to be talking at GDC this year, or packs this year, and then they never did. Although sometimes they did and sometimes they didn't. Like they were doing event presentations, but then they never materialized. There was some things about like paying Team Liquid to play the game, and it all just looked like a bad deal. I think from what I saw between Steven and Jason in the actual video from Nefast, where it was actually the communications, it looks diabolical from Steven, but you could argue that it was pretty much just absolute like incompetence. Potentially weaponized incompetence, but incompetence nonetheless.
I think that's such a great way of putting it, like weaponized incompetence from Steven's part, because I do genuinely think that there was, you know, I know he's got the background in being a pyramid schemer enjoyer, but I do genuinely think that he wanted to make a good game, and he saw a business opportunity on the back of it. No one just makes a game to lose money, right? Everyone does it to make money. I do genuinely think he wanted to make a good game, but I think that sums it up perfectly, that it was just weaponized incompetence. Nice one, Jay. Nice one.
That might not have been the case, and he was just straight up lying to Jason. Very hard to judge from what we've seen. Jason effectively claims that he was primarily funding the game from 2014 to around about 2021. And at that point, they had lots of fallouts, and then they were making up. He apparently also then introduced Steven with a guy called Rob D. Dawson. Whilst Jason was in this for around about 10 and a bit million, Rob eventually apparently has spent around about 80 to...
This was the bit we spent a lot of time on yesterday. Every time Jason in the call was talking about someone, so Aaron, Teresa, and Rob were quite close. These guys put in quite a bit of money. Smokey was one of Rob's mates. The gaming company's not on here though, is there? Like these fucking TFE games or whatever it's called. This isn't on the spreadsheet that we've seen. Da 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 da. Fucking mad. Crimson Desert looking sick. Yeah, it is, man. I just wish that was fucking an MMO. Pirate Software said he got sent poker chips. What? What, from Steven? Didn't he also scam again before? There's a lot of bad press about Steven and was it Arcade, I think? And he was like a big spender in Arcade and was a bit of a cunt in the game or something. Yeah, I really like the look of Crimson Desert. I think it'll be fun, but I like playing games, multiplayer games rather than single players. So I might give it a go. But yeah, this is the moment. So this guy here, this Jason, he ended up putting in a lot more. I think this is an early spreadsheet perhaps, but this guy ended up putting like 12 mil in. Robert was like 80 or something, and then he had his other, I think a couple of these, maybe this one, or these are his mates. I think this is all their network. It's all a little bit fucked up, to be fair. Yeah, so this guy here, Robert, he now owns, I think it's still about the same, but it doesn't. The company doesn't really exist anymore. But apparently, yeah. So Robert is in control of Intrepid Studios. So the TLDR is that so Steven basically lied to everyone, and you can see that he hasn't put any money in, right? Steven basically lied to all these guys, said a load of bollocks, said he did stuff that he didn't, blah 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 blah. Bullshit. That's why he's the cockroach. That's why he's a cunt. Blah blah blah. So what was going to happen was these guys here got together. I think it was specifically kept mentioning Teresa, Aaron, Robert. Robert's the big player in all this. Like, this guy's got investments in banks and all this sort of shit. He sounds like one of those guys you see in the movies that's... Yeah. Yeah, he's one of those guys in the movies, we'll leave it at that. But he's got these connections as well. So this guy, and they created their board, and the idea was that they would close Intrepid Studios, or Intrepid Creations, or whatever the fucking name was, get Steven out of his percentage, right? Because there's so much money involved in it, look. This guy put in 7 million or whatever, and he's only got 4% ownership. Steven owns more than Jason does, whatever. So the plan was to squeeze Steven out of it. Steven can continue running Ashes of Creation, but he has to give up his percent ownership. Stephen refused to do it, and that's when he quit, and that's when everything fell through, basically. But basically, yeah, this guy is the controlling person. This Robert guy is the controlling person in of Ashes now. Yes. we're also raising questions about who would put in all this money and for what % back and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, this guy Thomas got fucked. When he sees this spreadsheet, he's gonna be pissed off, man. I put in 2 million and I got less than these fuckers who put in 500,000. What the heck? I put in the same guys as these Yayas and Yaya Legacy Trust, and they got 7%. What the fuck? Robert fucked himself over. I don't think Robert fucked himself over. I think I would probably have done the same thing, to be fair. I think anyone would in their right mind. If you started to find out all the bullshit that happened with this fucking guy, you would not want him in any part of your company. They had to get rid of him. The issue is they offered him a good deal, right? It's like this, Ivanish, right? You managed to fundraise, I mean, credit to Stephen at this point, right? You managed to fundraise $100 million to build the game you want to build, and get a house out of it, and pay yourself like $1 million a year or whatever it is. So you managed to get all this shit, and at the end of it, someone says to you, look, cunt, I've put in $100 million. You've done fuck all. You're fucking shit up. Fuck off. All you need to do is just run the company now. Like, just build the game, finish the game, and I'll even give you a percentage share of what the game makes. So the better the game does, you'll still make more money. That's all he had to do, was just say yes. And then all of his developers and Margaret and all of the people he was building the game with could continue to build the game. But he said no, fuck you, and took the money from the early access launch on Steam, paid off his house, and now he's got lawsuits up his ass. I don't think any of these guys are, you know, not shady. I don't think any of them could, you know, trust him fucking throw them, but this fucking guy, Steven, man, he fucked it for everybody. So now they're all just suing him, and I don't think they think they're gonna get their money back, because there's no money. Maybe they can sell his house or shit, but the bottom line is this fucking cunt's got no money. So I think they're doing it just because there's no other way to go. So it's kind of crazy. Now no one makes money. Yeah, to be fair, no one makes money now, but what they do have the option to do is, if this all washes out and it does transpire that Stephen did fuck all this up, they do still have a game. Like, they still, well, actually, Stephen still has control of it, but I think they're gonna what do they call it? Subpoena him. Tell you, man, I keep watching Lincoln Lawyer, it's fucking great. They're gonna subpoena Stephen to make sure he gives them access, because they are the controlling people within the company. So technically he has to give it to them. Yeah, who knows, man? Jason comes through. Jason builds Ashes of Creation. Boom, mate, we're fucking saved. It's Jason. Jason saves the MMO genre. But yeah, it's kind of fucking crazy. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's totally fucked. It's completely messed up. Yeah, you're totally right. Torment. That's what I keep saying, man. I'm like, either this guy's gonna go to jail, Mr. Stevens surely gonna end up in jail, or he's gonna just disappear. Like, this, surely, man. We're in 2026 now. The sheer amount of movies we've all watched where someone owes someone 50 grand, let alone 100 million, disappear. Like, surely something is up here. The issue is, all of these guys have a lot riding on this now. It's all in the public eye. Like, there's definitely, there was some text messages from Jason that basically said something about kind of doing shady business. I don't know if you guys remember that yesterday. It was like, there was I remember something that basically said I can't get my money until I do XYZ. So it sounded like these guys, when you've got this much money, surely there's a little bit of dodge going on left, right, centre. There's got to be something, right? There's got to be something in there. So these guys probably have to be careful as well to protect their own asses. If it's all totally legal and above board, then so be it. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's all a little bit grey. There's a little bit of mental. Why is my name not on the list? I paid $40. True. It's a lot of money, Ian. It's a fucking lot of money, man. Here, Stephen, take back and do and fuck off. Or we're going to sue your ass. I mean, the deal they offered Stephen, in my opinion, after all of this shit, and, you know, the people that apparently he's hurt and all this sort of stuff, it's kind of crazy. You know, you would expect at this point him to just take it. Jason said he's like 15 mil in the hole with another investment or something. We had more faith he'd get his money back than that. One of you guys mentioned yesterday that you did some digging on Jason, and apparently he invested money in Uber early on or something, and he made like 100 million off the back of Uber. So these guys clearly have got money, right? The argument with a lot of this is that people have been putting money in. Some have more than others. So yeah, it's like you lending your friend £10 when you have £1,000 in the bank. Like, if you don't get your £10 back from your mate, it is what it is. You're gonna be annoyed at him out of principle, but you know, it's a fucking tenner. The issue is these guys are just dealing with numbers that most of us can't comprehend, right? So maybe 15 million or whatever the fuck it is, 12 million is not a big deal to this Jason guy. And if this Robert dude's involved in banks and all sorts of investments and crypto and stuff, 80 million's a lot of money, but he might have 700 million sat in the bank. So actually, in the grand scheme of things, 80 million is not a big deal for him again. But you don't really know with any of this. Do you know what I mean? Stephen's still walking away with 50k a month. Yes, fucking nuts. Right, Jake, lead us to victory. What's next?
His own money to invest in the studio, and effectively it was robbed from about 2022 to now. Plus, I'm assuming a lot of other smaller investors whose names we kind of know, but we don't really know the full impact of that. It's worth noting that both Rob and Jason, Stephen's mum...
Sorry, I don't mean to keep on. Do you know what we were talking about yesterday? Was Jason was liquidating his crypto or whatever back in... What was it, like 2019? I remember Bitcoin going down to like around COVID time. Bitcoin was down to like 5k, right? And he what did he like? He took out like a couple of million or $1 million or something out of his crypto, some fucking mad shit like this, and most of it was in Bitcoin or something. Yeah. Selling all your Bitcoin in 2018, 2019 before it blew up. That's the kind of shit that makes people go depressed and just give up on life, man. Fucking mad. There is the story as well about the guy who sold all of his Bitcoin to buy a pizza or some shit, right? And if he didn't, it would be worth like 200 million now. like you have to be extremely strong-minded to recover from that. I'm in this. I was there and I had 10 grand in like 2020 or something, and I was going to put into Bitcoin, and it would have been like 2 coins, like 5 grand each or something, right? And I was like, fuck no, I'm not doing that. That's terrifying. And every day someone brings up crypto, I absolutely have this like feeling of dread that I could have done this with that, or bought my mum a house, or you know, it's just. It fucks you up. So mine's very small. Imagine losing like hundreds of millions. It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. It's yeah. Yeah, I know, man. Sorry. I mean, all of us are probably in a similar situation. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's gambling. It's absolutely gambling. You'd have probably sold it when it reaches 10k. I know. It's all hindsight, right? As they say, hindsight's a wonderful thing, and it is what it is. And it's also dangerous because now you're like, oh fuck, it's gone down to 70k. It was up at 120, whatever the fuck it is. Let's just buy it again. Boom, it fucking drops. You lose money. So it is extremely dangerous. It's gambling at the end of the day, but yeah, it is what it is. Sorry. I hate talking about it because it fucks a lot of people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I could have had a lot of Bitcoin, but I put it into this short thing video game. Yeah, it's fucking depressing, man. It's fucking depressing. That pizza guy's good. He's not upset because back there it was worth $20. You know it's the future. It's the mindset. It's all about mindset. It's all about it's all about the way you think about things, but it definitely does hurt. I hope people screenshot a Discord voice channel. You fucking idiot. Oh, you twat. Oh, that's class. If you're on the Power Gaming Discord, boys, you can have a little look. I'm currently in an NDA meeting. you're fucking love you.
Everybody's kind of involved
Jay,
in that.
let's go.
And pretty much everybody involved has a MLM background, a multi-level marketing scheme, which some of you might instantly be like, well, they're scammers. And you're not immediately wrong. Jason kind of seemed unabashed by that, but was claiming that he'd moved on from it in the
Sorry, Jay. Take me back to the last Oasis days. Oh, I love you guys. Sorry, Jay. Sorry, brother.
So a little bit hard to believe though. He did actually say, he's like, I'm very happy with it. I made loads of millionaires. I'm very confident and happy with what I've done. I mean, yeah, you made quite a few millionaires, but whose money did they take to become a millionaire? That would be the question. Anyway, I'll let you guys think about that answer. At one point, Jason alleges that Jason and Rob effectively saved Stephen Sharif's house by giving him several $1 million. Not sure why Jason would have done this if he was completely out. Seems like he wasn't out. And you might be like wondering, why did these people not get out earlier? Well, the idea being that they'd invested so much that they didn't want to, like, you know, throw it into the wind and just destroy everything. You might say sunk cost fallacy, but sometimes it's not a fallacy. Like if you're building a house and you're 95% done and you run out of money, might be worth getting a bank loan to actually finish it to then sell the house. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, in this case, it was obviously a sunk cost fallacy because it never actually materialized. But anyway, apparently they took some money to save Stephen's house. Now, there's a whole thing about Stephen's house. People are alleging that it was sold to his husband. I don't think that's the property mentioned from the previous lawsuit, but technically
it sounds like there was another property involved as well. Thank you. Let me get some push-ups in. Sorry, boys. Blame Peppy here. Did I hear about Pirate Software? Yeah, I did hear about that. He was getting called a ferret fucker and everything, right? And like he abuses the ferrets that he's saving, and he wanted to ban people because of that, and Margaret wouldn't or something. Fucking brilliant. That is unfortunately the side of the internet I actually fucking love. Do you know what I mean? I fucking love it because at the end of the day, all he had to do was just let it go. You know, just let it go. Just fucking let it go. Like, you're a ferret fucker. Haha, that's it, job done. But no, he took it, man. He took it and he ran with it and tried to get him banned and tried to take the high almighty stance on it. And fuck me, that was hilarious reading that, because that is the... It's just brilliant in my opinion, because I know it's wrong. People shouldn't say bad stuff. They're bullying him. Blah, 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 blah. But if he had just let that go, no one would have even thought about it again. But now he's known as the ferret fucker. Ah, dear. Crazy. said he was never an Ash Creation shield because 2 days before it announced its death, he quit because Steven didn't give him a flying pound. No fucking shit. Dude, that's fucked me up, Peppy, mate. I'm tired. Mate, it was fucking carnage and all the boys in Ashes of Creation, not Ashes of Creation, fuck me, Last Oasis. Mate, I had people calling up my bank saying, my business, all sorts of shit about me, trying to get me fired from my own company back in those days. And then the COD lobbies and everything make me laugh, but this whole shit with him and Ashes is just funny, man. It's just funny, and the videos that come out from it, it's just like, man, you bring it upon yourself sometimes when you try and fight it. You just roll with it, man. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, Asmongold called me a lag spiker before because one person was some other fucking wow twat back in the day when we smashed his company up on his New World company up and beat them. They started accusing us of cheating and all this shit, and Asmongold ran with the storyline, and I just ran with it, and it ended up being a positive thing rather than a negative. But yeah, he quit because he didn't get a flying mount. Is funny, man. Speaking of that, have you heard of the Armageddon story? Someone called into US radio station. No, link me. It was funny. It was good times, man. It was good times. Mark, what's up, man? Ferret fucker, yeah. Oh dear, it's just, the internet is just hilarious. You gotta just roll with it and forget about it and move on, especially if it's not true. If it is true, then maybe he's trying to hide the allegations. Right, let's finish Jay's video. Sorry, Jay. Keep fucking pausing and shouting out the box.
I simply don't know the details of that, and I don't think anybody knows what is fully accurate yet, so I'm just going to gloss over it now because I don't know. And I think that basically takes us up to around about January. And this is where everything comes to a head. Rob says, I'm pretty much tapped out. I've got no money. Jason's kind of tapped out. He's had no money. He doesn't want to be involved. And Rob effectively creates this TFE Game Holdings. I'm sorry if I forgot the name. And what they say to Steven is, I'm going to default on you, as in like, you're not going, you can't pay me because I know you can't pay me. We've spent like 140 million. I think it's actually 110 million they think they've had from investors, and then 30 odd million from people like me and you. But anyway, they say we're going to just take control of the company. Their plan effectively is to get all the investors who can to put in an extra 25%. They'll lay off all the devs and then hire them back to the new company, and they would effectively just push for release. And they say to Steven, this is pretty much the only option. Steven says, I would like some equity in this new plan. Rob says, you ain't having any, because when you look at all of the investments that are alleged, possibly didn't put anything in, even though he had like 4% of the company. So Steven resigns. The company then is left with a bit of a tricky situation. And then there's a murky thing with the money from Steam. So Jason alleges, and again, keep in mind, a lot of this is allegedly, and we don't actually know the facts, but Jason alleges that the house is tied up with, there's some money in that they can't get out, and some of it is in escrow held by a third party, which I think is the bank. Now, how is that tied up with Steam? Well, it shouldn't be. But apparently, when Steven resigns, he then contacts the bank to tell the bank, hey, don't pay these guys. Your money that is in my house, you can just take it from that. They then contact Steam, and either the money gets held up or the money gets freed and sent to those people. I actually don't know that. It's not very clear right now. We don't know what happened with the money from Steam. Big question mark there. And I think that's effectively the whole story, except obviously it's nowhere near the whole story. There's those parties, TFE and Rob Dawson, which appears to be like one and the same, and all of the other smaller investors. There's Jason Karmanis, who is just absolutely lashing out, which fair play. Apparently he's down like over $10 million, so kind of makes sense to be very angry, and he's just putting Steven on blast. And there is the bank and all the other investors. Okay, now how much of that is true, how much of that is real, how much is Steven responsible? All of this we don't really know until we see Steven's reply. And what I suspect is we're going to get a lot more lawsuits. Jason's got to file his, probably all of the other investors will file theirs. Steven might file his against TFE or whoever the hell he thinks the board was. And speaking of the board, Jason effectively said, I don't think there ever was a board. And if there was a board, I wasn't part of it. And I should have been because I was, 10 million deep. Although it sounds like a lot of people think there was a board, but maybe Jason just wasn't privy to that. Or it could be there was apparently a meeting when they decided to make this TFE company and give Stephen the deal. That was a call, maybe a board call, technically, maybe not. So that's where we're up to right now. A lot of if, buts, maybes, what is this real, what have you. For me, there's a lot of questions that Stephen simply must answer if he wants to be taken seriously. First question.
Sorry, I'm fucking reading the Discord at the same time. This guy, mate, the fucking Ash's Discord is going crazy. Stephen typing this with random VIP stuff, maybe even on the toilet or while his boyfriend was banging him. $10,000 Avatar of Phoenix. Work with the devs to design one of the fortresses. 5 additional closed beta keys. Additional invitation to launch party in Las Vegas. Accommodation provided at the Wynn Resort. Travel not included. Invitation to dinner with the development team. Join a weekend-long gaming session, including a campaign of D&D and Pathfinder set in Ashes of Creation world. GM'd by Stephen Sharif. Tickets to PAX West. Private VIP access to the Ashes of Creation booth. Travel and lodging not included. Unique Avatar of Phoenix forum badge. Unique in-game character title plus all previous rewards. He's just said it in the Discord now. Must have been on the toilet or banging his boyfriend. This is just like the Discord is it's going wild, man.
Why did you tell everybody that you didn't have any investors when it's quite clear at this point it seems like you did? Now he's going to say I probably always had like friends and family investors, which he did say he had friends and family investors. He'll probably say that these friends have turned on him. I mean, if you swim with the sharks, sometimes you get bit. And another question would be, how much of your own money did you invest? Jason said you pretty much did nothing, or you did 4 million of somebody's money, but it wasn't actually your money. Were you just straight up lying to everybody on the internet? Like so many people were taken in. Guys, if you weren't taken in and you sensed an MLM guy was scamming from the start, good for you. A lot of people were taken in. I think I was pretty much taken in. At one point, I had a YouTube channel dedicated to Ashes of Creation. I kind of stopped before Alpha 2 because I didn't believe in it, but I didn't sniff this. I didn't know this, right? I was kind of taken in by him and his charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Maybe not talent, maybe not nerve, maybe not uniqueness. I don't know what I was taken in by, actually. Was the Tencent deal real? Was the other China company deal real? That's an interesting one. Was he racist against the Chinese, or was he just lashing out in anger? I think he's just going to say I was lashing out in anger, but I mean, kind of dubiously. I mean, he almost reached inferior culture Asman levels. What happened with these Steam payments? Did you really gimp the devs by taking the money for yourselves and sorting out your own house? Interesting question. Are you now refusing to hand over all the business logins and stuff like that to TFE? And Jason said, and I didn't mention this earlier, but Jason said that they were taking $50,000 per month each as a wage. If that is true, why would you need to take a wage if you were funding it yourself? I mean, obviously you probably weren't funding it yourself if you believe these rumors, but yeah. And I guess the last question would be, did you actually misappropriate funds / embezzle? If I'm Stephen, I'm either not going to answer those questions or I'm going to answer them in a way where I did nothing wrong. But that's where we are right now. Many questions, very little answers. I think right now, like, Stephen is not coming out of this looking good. What he did to Jason, if those documents are real, kind of diabolical. If the lawsuit allegations are anywhere kind of reality as well, then, mixing personal funds with business funds, taking money out of the company, etc., that would be, I mean, potentially criminal. But I think, as Kira often says, there's 3 sides to every story: their side, your side, and the truth. We've only heard one side, even though there's actually loads of parties involved. We've only really heard some of the investors' side. It's time for Stephen to get suing so we can get some more information, please. I don't necessarily want to just milk the drama. I kind of like milking this on Twitch. I like talking about it on Twitch. But when it comes to YouTube, I feel a bit weird just milking drama. What I really want is an MMO that...
Did Jay just do that? Is he milking? Is he milking in his video? Hold on, Jay. Did I just see you do some milking?
It's time for Stephen to get suing so we can get some more information, please. I don't necessarily want to just milk
Jay,
the drama. I kind of like milking this
there.
on Twitch. I like talking about it on Twitch. But when it comes to YouTube, I feel a bit weird just milking drama.
Mate, that was a little bit of milking going on there. Some boys, you need to clip this.
This on
Look at his
Twitch.
hand.
I like talking about it on Twitch. When it comes to YouTube, I feel a bit weird just milking drama. What I really want is an MMO that I really like and want to play a lot and make like content for it. Until then, I guess what we have is.
Although I still hate Jay for getting me hyped about Chrono Odyssey and it being fucking shit. Did you enjoy it? It reminds me of fucking Stifler doing the milk in the moat. I hope that Jason now also goes after the Discord channel, because technically the official Ash Creation Discord belongs to Trevor, because before that call Jason didn't even know what Discord was. It's very true. It's very true. Although, did you hear the news about Discord basically going to anyone who's on Discord is by default a teenager, something like that. You have to prove that you're an adult. If this goes through, I think Discord will be finished. But hopefully it doesn't. But it's totally fucked. So Discord might be in the fucking dirt anyway. Kind of feel sad for the devs. They have no idea that their salaries were coming from loans if these stories are legit. Mate, could you imagine? Like, it's truly movie material. The way it's all done by, and I think Margaret touched something on the salaries. Yeah, no, that was about the final paychecks. There was something about the salaries, and like, I remember someone saying, oh, it was in Nefas after the... let me see if we can find it here. It's quite interesting, this, actually. Nefas. That's Nafas. Oops. Nefas. This one. And then
Sure.
right at the end. It was quite interesting, actually. So, someone in the chat here.
I was trying to.
That was after he got grief from his missus.
I was trying to hold the phone.
we got to start a GoFundMe for Nefas so he can have his own room without his missus in the room.
Missed payroll multiple times at the end of 2024 around Alpha 2 release. What? Yeah,
there was some chat going on. It'd be quite nice to see what this guy was saying, but yeah, there was a lot of bullshit in here. You thought Chrono was shit. Was it because of the lack of PvP? No, I just thought in general the game was shit. There was nothing to me that appealed to me that was... I think like the movement and stuff was okay, but the way it was kind of... do you know what it was? It was like, this is where people said Chrono was, and actually as a matter of fact it was way down here. Like fucking way down here. And at the end of the day, that's my opinion, and I think a lot of people had the same opinion. Maybe it's getting better. We won't know till, what, 2027 at this point, because it's got delayed again. I hope it's good, man. I'm someone who put money into Ashes because I want good games. Excuse me, I just want games that are good. I want Chrono to be good, but Chrono was fucking way down here, man. Like, can you even see it? No. Here's where people said it was. Here's where it fucking was. Maybe even lower. That was that for me, anyway. The last video I saw was really not bad. Hey, man. Do you want to see what's not bad? Let me show you something. Hey man, this game looks good. This video looks really good. Get into it.
Rivers that are shaped according to their respective biomes and climates.
Hey man.
The local flora
this video
also
looks good,
corresponds
boys.
to the biome.
I'm kind of teasing at this point, right? But you get my idea. Like, I don't know, man. I'm taking the piss a bit here, and some of you guys will be offended by this, but whatever. I really want Chrono to be good. I really wanted Ashes to be good. I really want New World back. I really wanted TNL to continue on its path from launch, and it fucking didn't. I just have no hopes for anything anymore. I quit. I fucking quit. Oh, it's Jova, boys. It's Jova. I'm not getting. I have for the last 5 years gone from one thing to the next, and I've been so hopeful and excited, and tried to get my friends excited and want to play a good game with the boys. I really did, but there is no fucking way in hell I'm getting excited about Chrono Odyssey in any stretch of the imagination until I fucking play again, because I did it last time. The amount of people that were like, Chrono is the next best thing, Chrono is going to be good, Chrono is good, I've played it, it's good, and then when we played it, it was fucking shit. And now people are getting excited about it again. It's like, man, fair enough, do your thing, but I will wait until I play it myself. I just can't anymore, man. I just can't. What I'm getting excited about is I'm trying to buy a little piece of grass, and I want to grow some fucking potatoes and some carrots. Like I want a tractor. I want to buy a tractor IRL and fucking dig some holes in the ground, fucking plant some potatoes in it. That's where I'm so fucking done with getting hyped about fucking MMOs these days. I'm in Scotland right now. I'm trying to buy a piece of land, and I'm genuinely trying to play Farming Simulator IRL. That's what it's come to, man. MMOs are gone. I'm trying to play Farming Sim. Oh shit. GTA 6 though. I mean, I haven't seen the Chrono gameplay video. I haven't seen it, man. The thing is, if you guys know me, I think I know a lot of you guys in chat, right? Every time I see a good video, I am super fucking hooked by it. Which is it? This one? Do you know what the video is? They have an official channel. I just get so excited, dude. That Quinfall trailer, I fucking tell you, I was so excited about Quinfall. Like, crazy excited about Quinfall. It was, oh man. Same as the Chrono Odyssey initial trailer. Where was it? Official trailer? I remember this, man. This trailer was fucking good.
Fail,
let's watch it.
The final moment comes when you least expect it, in ways that are not foreseen.
Fucking look at the voiceover, man.
When nothing is right.
Dude, I'm already
lost.
Fucking
The
take
most
my money, cunt.
vulnerable
This looks
are
good.
stripped
Like, I don't even know what a game is yet, but take my money, you know? Oh yeah, warriors.
Perhaps just a misfortune, and a belief that life will always deliver a fair trial.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings. Whoa. Skeletons, dragons. Whoa. Pirate dude, look. That's me. I'm in. Alright, let's go. I remember being blown away by this, man. The thing is with me, man, I love cinematic trailers. I love it. I'm surprised I didn't get hooked on WoW, because they just got Blizzard's just so good, man. So good. But I just get hooked on it, man. I really love the idea of just it's like turning a book into a film. For me, the films do it for me more than the books do, because I love the visuals from it, and I just get completely sucked into shit like this. I know they're pointless. I know we shouldn't get excited by this, but I just can't help it, man. I just can't fucking help it. I love it. I fucking love it. So when I saw Chrono and Quinfall had gameplay in it. Look at it. Look at this. This looks fucking sick. This looks like true gameplay, you know? Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at it. Cuts on his leg. Fucking class. Cut his cock. Beautiful. Like, genuinely looks good. Quinfall's such a pile of shit. Hey, come on, man. Don't be shitting on our Quinfall like that. Game of the year. Amazing. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at the gameplay trailer. Oh, is it? We'll have a little look. It'll be interesting to see. For what? Not coping about garbage games. Hey, come on, man. Come on. Quinfall's Game of the Year after hours. What are you on about? They have just released their first package. It's $250. You will get 5,600 in-game currency. You will get 4 months of game time, dinner with the devs, and a trip to Las Vegas. It's dog shit. Bro, this is the game. Do you want my affiliate link? I'll hook you up. You know I'm down. Dude, anyway, sorry, we digress. We should be talking about Ashes, but yeah, where is the Chrono gameplay? Oh dear. Don't play this trash. This game is fucking brilliant. Here, Chrono Odyssey. Is it this one? Chaotic, are you still there? Or one of you? Is it this gameplay trailer? Recently uploaded. Chrono. Oh. Odyssey, Chrono Odyssey today, but now it looks insane. Oh, it's fucking Spids on it. We gotta be careful now, boys. Spids on the Chrono Odyssey gameplay. Chrono Odyssey. Could be Jay Schroeder. I can't find it. It might be that one then. 17-minute walkthrough. No, let's go back. It was a month ago, so it's probably it. Let's go back one more. Oh fuck! Let's go forward one more. Chrono Odyssey. Games Chrono Studio. Oh, what happened? Did I click something? Sorry about that. Prime Benji, is Ashes going to be good anymore? Yeah, Ashes is very close to launching, Benji. If you do exclamation mark Dan for president, you will get my Ashes of Creation affiliate link, mate. And if you can buy it, we've got a raid starting tomorrow. Go and buy it. Get on in. What do you mean? Oh no! Come on. Have you seen the recent marathon gameplay? I have, man. I have. I was watching old our boy Peanut. I own it, you little twat. God, stop it. Yeah, I actually am not a fan of marathon, and it doesn't appeal to me at all. I am actually excited to try it because I've been so hooked on Arc Raiders, and it's very similar in terms of style and gameplay. But I'm not excited at all by marathon. Is this it?
Chrono Odyssey is an open-world MMO that transcends the bounds of space and time. As you step into this vast, dynamic realm, many battles and adventures await at every turn. The fate of...
I don't avoid a question. Is there still hope for Ashes? Are you being deadly serious? In all seriousness, what's just happened on Ashes is we found out that Steven put no money into the company, borrowed 110 million. The people who he borrowed the money from are now suing him. They asked him to release his equity from the company, basically, and just work as the creative director. He said no. He quit. The rest of the development team quit on the back of him. He then took the money from the early access Steam launch, used that to pay off the fucking loan that his bank had on his house, and now we're waiting to hear from him. But the company folded off the back of that. Yeah. So at the moment, no. But the guys who put on all the fucking money were apparently trying to continue on the development because they're fucking balls deep. What do you mean you told me? What did you tell me? What did you tell me? You fucker. You told me that Steven was borrowing money from Jason. Fuck. I missed that one. What? It's a scam. Yeah. You fucking cunts. You fucking cunts who come in and going, oh, I told you it was a scam. Fuck off. You had no fucking idea what was going on. Dude, it is really bad. Like, going to jail kind of bad. We knew it was dodgy. We knew it was Star Citizen scam, right? We knew that, but we wanted, whatever. We wanted to do it. But dude, it is so fucking deep. Honest to God, I'll have to send you the links to the videos because this guy who was giving Steven money, dude, this is so not typical. Honest to God, mate, I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's fucking insane. Honest to God, it's fucking insane. Yeah, man. Star Citizen is a scam, though. Yeah. Listen to me, right? If you go on the internet, I could sit here now and be like, hey, Nova, you're fucking gay, and Nova's not. You might want to kiss me from time to time, right? But he's not gay. But it's something you would say in the playground back in the day, like, haha, you're gay, or whatever. You'd name call each other a bit. The way people treat Star Citizen and the way people were treating Ashes was, it's a scam. So you go around and you say, oh, what are you playing today? Oh, I'm playing Star Citizen, and you go to your mate, that's a scam. Do you know what I mean? You would like it would be said in a way that you've put money into the game, but it's never going to be released. So it's a scam in that sense. But fucking nobody, none of us knew that it's a Ashes of Creation was Ashes of Creation's a scam like Star Citizen's a scam. It wasn't a legitimate Steven's going to jail because it's a scam or it wasn't that. Or Steven might fucking die because it's a scam. It was never that. It was always, fuck, Ashes is a scam and it's never releasing. Ha ha ha! You've all put your money into something. It was never that he's fucking embezzling $20 million and ripping off old fucking Jill and John, who are 75 years old, their last $2 million that they've got to live on their fucking pensions. Nobody fucking knew that shit. Fucking no one, man. No one knew it was as deep as it was. Fucking nobody, man. And if you tell me otherwise, you're chatting shit. But it is a scam, and it was fucking deeper than anybody fucking knew. It's insane. It's blowing my mind. I'm afraid to Linders. Alright, let me watch my fucking gameplay.
Is home to a wide array of dungeons, each offering its own unique. Also encounter
Deep State Officer Next knew it from the get-go. You're chatting fucking pony, mate.
As the rainbow lines and progress, even greater dungeons await on the path ahead.
I mean, it looks clean. This is the Balrog. I hope there wasn't about this because the game got fucking potential. Dude, to be fair, this is the thing. The devs were deving, and the gamers were gaming. There was what, 30k concurrent players on the Steam launch. It's not fucking, yeah, it's not the best thing in the world, right? But it's still fucking a good few thousand people playing, which means, boom, they had something. They just needed to keep going. But fucking Steven, old fucking cockboy, fuck your Chrono Odyssey. What the hell is this? Oh shit, is this game you showed me earlier? Sorry, man. Got distracted. Oh no. Global agenda. No elves campaign. Wood elf versus assault. What the hell is this? We did, man. We did. We just needed. We need a good game, man. Devs deving, gamers gaming, MLM is MLMing. This is true.
Each with its own story, from disappearances and forbidden rituals to fallen settlements. A blasphemous ritual known as the Sacrament of Destruction.
Keep an eye out for like, it's personal preference, but I'm a guy who likes to be able to, if I start swinging my axe, I don't want to be locked into position. I want to be able to sidestep left and right, but it looks like it. Oh no, there's a bit of movement there, look. Bit of slow movement. Okay.
With clear objectives and narrative-driven encounters, each quest immerses you in a rich world beyond the battlefield.
Guys, I've got back to Ark. Hey man, Ark's got your back right now.
Time portals are anomalies formed by distortions in the flow of time. Here, you'll encounter the world of Satera anew, reimagined in entirely different timelines, whether from the past or the future.
Shut up, Gandalf. Let me fucking sidestep while I don't want to be locked in, man. Come on, give me the movement, man. Let me give me some movement. That's all I want. Give me some new movement. Come on, man.
The world around you shifts dramatically. You must stay alert to conquer any threats that may arise. Within these portals lie valuable items to further your progression. Test your resolve as you head.
This dude's on a controller as well. They fixed the jump animations, weapon swapping, changed how cameras, target works, etc. Oh fuck. Fuck you, Benji. This is a good game. God damn it, boys.
Guardians are mighty entities that have long coexist with Satera, dwelling throughout the land. But not all are foes. Some act as protectors, while others pose a threat to mankind. As a proud sentinel,
You can strafe now. Yeah, I love a good strafe while swinging my sword.
Field boss content features large-scale battles.
I know that some things need to be kind of, needs to be sensible. It can't just be
You must exploit their weak points.
silly. But if it's a sensible movement, that's good. Oh, good fuck me, I'm so unfit, boys. Help me.
Where your every move and decision shapes the outcome of battle.
I'm gonna go for a wee. That monster's gone through me. Alright, boys, enjoy a bit of Corona. Tell me if it's any good. It's already got 77 thumbs down. Jeez.
The Void Nexus is a core threat. These dangerous hives trigger deadly void, bringing destruction upon the land. If left unchecked, their corruption will lead to Satera's inevitable downfall. Track down the Nexuses and purge them before it's too late. Monsters continue to spawn from the Void Nexus, with each phase cleared. No matter how ferocious the onslaught, you must stay focused to prevail. Only by eliminating all monsters and destroying the Nexus core will the land be freed and return to its former state, restoring balance to Satera. Each region is protected by an ancient warden that has existed since the land's creation. They serve as the final bulwark, upholding the balance and boundaries of their domain. Your party's strategy, teamwork, and courage will be pushed to the limit in this epic, large-scale raid. Each region has its own unique region boss. This confrontation requires far more than mere brawn. Your actions shall determine the very state of Satera.
This Corona, people coping so hard for that shit. Hey man, if there was a fucking $60 buy-in to play it right now, We'd all pay it, regardless of the bullshit we've just seen with Ashes. Fuck, we don't learn from our mistakes. Hated for everyone, but no MMO. Oh god. Well, I mean, to be fair, it doesn't look bad, right? There is an element of this looking quite good, but it's a tough one for me to believe in, because what happened last time is that they launched it in the state that they launched it with, you know, with this mindset that it was okay. They wouldn't have done the marketing and the push that they've done if they thought it wasn't good enough, but they fucking launched it and did the test, not launch, they did the tests and all that bollocks and involved the content creators and shit, and it just was a fucking flop on its tits. I don't, you know, they're gonna have to really bring someone else in who has a say in the way this shit goes.
Unknown forces, labyrinths bend the laws of reality, forcing you to engage your senses from a new perspective. You must solve complex, interconnected puzzles to uncover the secrets buried within. Combat emerges naturally within
Morning.
preserving the tension of intricate puzzles.
He's talking about intricate puzzles and he's gone over one laser beam and under the next.
Intensifying the thrill and peace of every moment. Labyrinths rank among the greatest enigmas of society, harboring mystical challenges for all who dare.
Oh, here we go. Some colors. I heard Steven is out of a job. Get him on board. Go on. Oh, it's quite basic. The boss looks cool, but the players are so static. It's like, yeah, I think the thing is, there's a lot of us. There's a lot of New World refugees, myself included, that are looking for a place to call home for a good MMO, right? This is the closest we've seen so far. So the cope is hitting hard, man. The wall is well and truly being pulled over our eyes for sure.
Outlaws have started to spread across the Terra.
The one thing that I did enjoy about this game was fucking throwing barrels at people and blowing them up. That was funny. The rest was like, I don't know, man. I was ready to quit. This is fucking reek water. Like, this doesn't look bad. Like, it just doesn't look bad. It looks like it could be fun. So let's see where they go with it, man. I'm just I'm a bit of a fucking doomer these days, to be fair. Like I say, just trying to do the IRL farming simulator, and then
offering countless
life is good.
To put your wits to the
Getting
test.
old, boy.
Similar to roguelikes, trials feature shifting conditions that demand creativity.
Chrono not looking bad at all, and considering one more year to develop, can be good. Well, we can just play Quinn forward until this comes out. Carnage, no problem.
Shapes a run that's uniquely your own. Trials are a prime testing ground.
Let's go do some faction missions. Yeah, boy.
There's more to life than combat in Cetera. Its vast lands are rich with plants, ores, and monsters, scattered across a timeline that stretches from ancient eras to the distant future. Gather what you find to craft valuable items and unlock new possibilities. Life skills in Cetera are rooted.
Oh, Nova. This is what you were talking about, wasn't it?
What's up, YouTube? I am Roar. So,
hello, Raw. Right. Fuck you, Chrono. We'll see you in a year's time. It looks alright, boys. It does look alright. We'll just see how it goes. Let's see what this is.
Here we are. It's a couple of days after the fiasco that was Ashes of Creation. I have been wandering the MMO wilderness trying to find the next place to divert my attention.
I think you told me about this.
Let's be honest. I am not a single gamer, Andy. I like to play a whole bunch of different games, though MMOs are definitely my home turf. Recently, I came across Scars of Honor. I've actually been following this one for quite some time, and I have mentioned it quite a few times on Steam, but I haven't really given it the spotlight it deserves until now. They have had a massive December live stream showing off their progress, and well, honestly, it's looking pretty good. I've been digging into the research, and while I'm taking it with a grain of salt, I'm not letting myself fall head over heels like I did with that last game. Lessons learned, believe me. I think
No,
that there is
I
something
did not take your
special
mum's
here.
Watsons.
I've been diving into the system of my shot, and I asked the creative director and CEO, Venelin, to sit down for a conversation. It is on Steam. It is available now for wishlist. So make sure you add that to your guys' wish list because that shows interest in the game and it really helps the developer out. And I will mention that it's supposed to have a mobile counterpart, though the devs insist that this is not a mobile game. It is being constructed first and foremost on PC. So now let's talk about some systems and features. The scope of this game is, it's actually pretty cool. So here's what they are cooking. You're going to have two factions, the Sacred Order and the Domination. The game is going to sport 8 playable races. You have humans,
You're gonna start growing a mustache like that,
dwarves,
I know, man.
barons,
They look
orcs,
good.
infernal demons, undead, and the Gronthar. The game is
that
also
looks like
looking
me.
to have 10 playable classes: the warrior, the assassin, the druid, the mage, the necromancer, the mystic, pirate, priest, ranger, and paladin. We're also looking at a deep customization here. Each class has a massive 300-point talent tree, but you can only pick a portion of these talents, meaning that your build might actually be unique, and it's really going to drive choices. To further complement the talent system, we also have the scar system. This is a leveling mechanic where as you level up or kill bosses, you will unlock scars. You get to choose these, and these choices can boost stats, they can empower abilities,
fuck
and
off,
completely
Benji.
morph how an ability works. So
Let's
with
get to the
two forms
gameplay,
of
please.
Captain, it will be different. To choose
Gameplay
a
me up.
path to delve deeper into the dungeon, but beware, every time you clear a room, it will add modifiers and it will essentially change the way that that dungeon works. So the deeper you go, the harder it gets. And because these are procedural dungeons, every time you go in, it will be different
God,
than the
that
time
looked
before. And
fucking
because these
bad.
actually change the way that that dungeon works. So the deeper you go, the harder it
Not the final product. I fucking hope not.
gets. And because these are procedural dungeons, every time you go in, it will be different than the time before. There's also a whole host.
Right, boys. Who wants my affiliate link to purchase this game? Oh, there's a Kickstarter.
He is my partner, and this is the sole group that is funding the game right now. The reason why we went to
don't talk about funding and Kickstarter right now, Venelin. It's not a good time. It's not a good time, bro. UI and add-ons, crafting a mini game, PvP. All right, here we go.
Etc. The mirror matches, class versus the same class, I think is really, really cool. However, you might have mentioned this before and I just couldn't find anything on it.
Done deal, Benji, done deal.
I am curious about like 10v10 or even larger instanced battlegrounds. Is that something that you're planning?
currently in development pipeline, especially for release of the game, this is not in the plans.
Okay.
Is it possible? Yes, absolutely possible. But right now we want to make sure that we have the full set of systems, and PvP we have already proven that we have it. We can make a battleground tomorrow if we decide and the community really wants a 20 versus 20 or 40 versus 40. We can definitely sit down and make it, and it will be way easier to create a new battleground mode the moment when we have it already created. Morning Pass is a blast.
Yeah, it looks super fun.
Yeah, it's super fun.
I can't wait.
So we can definitely do that, but for release of the game, I have to say no, because we need to say no on some things up or doing my quest, and then I see
duping, all of the things. If they can, they will. So just that is.
I don't know, man. What do you mean Kickstarter not good? Hello, Fury Forge. Hello, mate. How you doing? Evertime only needs 100k to make their MMO. The rest is already funded. Trust me, bro. Come on, dude. Let's do a collective. We'll go and put in our money together. It's definitely funded by them. And Trevor said yes to all the things. Wild times, mate. Yeah, basically, I haven't followed Ashes for a while. Like, I just haven't. And yesterday, a buddy sent me a Reddit post. This was like yesterday morning. Sent me the Reddit post. We saw Nefas's first video with all the text messages, and I just fucking lost my fucking mind, man. Like, dude, I got fucking conned through and through. I'm sat here today looking at when I bought my order into Ashes. It was fucking 2021. I put my money into that shit, and now we know from 2017 onwards, fucking Steven was begging for money. I gave my money because he said he funded it, a prick. It's the whole thing is just, you know, that fucking that meme, like that. My head is blown, and the amount of people that have seen comments or come into chat or on other people's streams that are out there saying, "Oh man, I fucking told you it was a scam." None of you fucking cunts knew it was this deep, man. We are living through a movie, right? Someone has come up with a script for a movie, and this is it. It's fucking nuts. Like, it's so crazy that he genuinely might get his wish, and Chris Hemsworth might play him in the Intrepid movie. Not, you know, many things don't make you speechless, but this whole situation has completely blown my mind. I did not see it coming. I've been involved with Taken a lot theory, the guy who made Ashes Codex. So we've been quite deep into Ashes in terms of like being around, watching the Discord, have our own Discord about the game, and not once in the last few years did anybody share anything. The only person I think kind of touched on it was probably Narc, and seeing him get squeezed out. I didn't really know too much about it. I didn't really research on it, but I see him get squeezed out, and Steven doing his piece about Narc and how Narc was bad and all this sort of stuff. Now, oh man, the fucking. We talked about hindsight earlier. Jesus, man, it's kind of fucking nuts, man. It's absolutely crazy. Back at number 3. Oh shit, are you serious? Oh fuck, you were in nice and early. So when did the Kickstarter stuff happen for you then? He made millions scamming people in the MLM company Zango. I think he had pre-Ash of Creation conviction for it. I think his mum was like big in the MLM world, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean straight off the bat that he's going to fuck people on Ashes, especially since there was genuinely a game being made. Like, the devs were genuinely deving, so it kind of fucking annoying when people are like, yeah, of course it's going to be a fucking scam, we fucking knew it from the start. Like, we know that he was involved in that. We know his mum was involved in that. We know that his whole upbringing was, you know, this pyramid scheme thing. But I still believe at the core of it, a lot of the people involved genuinely wanted a game. Like, just, I do. But when you see these text messages and stuff, it just raises so many questions that, you know, maybe genuinely it was all about bullshitting from the start, but you don't really know, do you know what I mean? I started questioning some things about 6 months ago with one continent beta, all of that, but never expected this. I mean, dude, you're in deep, man. You were there from number 3, and it's just incredible that not anybody really had an idea that this shit was going on. I'm sure the people working at the studio thought they were working for a real developer. The thing is, I think they kind of. Steven is just. I don't know how to. You know, part of me wants to say clever because he managed to fundraise $100 million, right? However he did it, whether it was above board or below board, he managed to get $100 million. That in itself is a feat, right? On the flip side, he knew that he was fucking over the people that were closest to him, the likes of Margaret and other workers. But there was a guy at the end of at this here. There was a guy in the end of Nefas's video, if you watched right to the end, where he was talking about you pretty much have most of it. Whenever Stephen missed payroll or bonuses, he would blame the accounting firm or bank. So there were questions being raised within the dev team, but I don't think anyone really dug deep enough to uncover the bullshit that was there. Yeah, Bucky was doing great. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people bought into as well. Like I was saying, I bought my thing. I bought around 2021, and I think around then, deving was happening. A game was being made, regardless of how slow it was or how scuffed some shit was. There was a fucking game, and people were playing it, right? So something was being done. But I know what you mean. Like, you've got these two sides of the coin. You've got Steven in the middle, pulling the wool over the investors' eyes about this, that, and the other, and deals this and deals that, and this working and this not working, and how we're making this much money. And then on the flip side, you've got the developers talking to Steven saying that there is, genuinely money coming in, we're making money, blah, blah, blah. It's just, the whole situation is just, I keep saying it's mind-blowing, because it genuinely is. It's fucking fascinating. That's why they're suing with workers' rights. I think it's just so deep, isn't it? Because the person in the middle of all of this is still Steven. And when you look at these court documents and these missing evidence, it's because it's all sat with Steven at the moment. So I'm guessing they're going to subpoena Steven or the documents themselves to make sure that they have the right evidence to then prove to the right people this is what happened and this didn't happen, or this whatever the situation may be and how it will unfold. But holy moly, man, there was numerous stages of buying into the game though. Yeah, so I think it was, you had the Kickstarter, which had the thousands, so you could do a couple of thousand, 5,000, 10,000, all this sort of stuff. I don't know if that was on Kickstarter, boys, or was that, I don't know. There was a stage where you could put up to like 10k into the game or something, and then when it launched on their website, I think it was Alpha 1, right? So you could do Alpha 1, Alpha 2, Beta. Then they fucking went back on some stuff on Alpha, launched the Beta on fuck it, I don't even know, man. The timeline's kind of crazy. But it was a lot of like changing. I think that's where Narc pulled him up on stuff, basically saying this is a scam because of XYZ, basically pulling them up on the bullshit because he'd been deep in it from the start as well. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Considering the people who have been warning about Steve for like a decade because of their interactions with him from other games, I wish I was surprised, but I'm not. Sad for developers who got shafted. Yeah. Are you not surprised at all at how deep this is, though? That's the thing that gets me. I know, and we all know that he had a bad background, but I don't remember ever seeing anyone make claims to this extent. Like, it's bad because of this, or it's bad because of that. It's not that. It's just, man, it's going to be a scam because he's been involved in M&M. It's never been as deep as what it has transpired to be. It's just, it's wild. Yeah. Come test. Oh baby. Oh yeah. Bum, bum. Thank you for explaining that email, by the way. Taken. Fleecing investors was a surprising one. The big thing for me is that there is definitely some fucking shade, because there's fucking Jason dude saying that he's watching all the live streams and all that sort of stuff, where Steven is openly saying that he's fucking paid for it all. So they must have been behind the idea of Steven lying and saying that he's invested it all, because it gets fucking suckers like me to be like, oh my god, this is so good because he's the only man involved in funding it, and that means he has all the decisions. Not like New World, where AGS was behind all the fucking corruption and closing of fucking duping and marketplace and shit. can't be because of that, because he's the man who's funded it. Like, it's him, yay. So they must have fucking been involved in the bullshit, but it's just how much that will come out in the wash, you know, because I don't fucking know, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy. It will be interesting. It will be, and I hope to fucking God the bottom line of this is that a movie is made, and when we're all fucking old and frail, we can look back and be like, oh man, do you remember when we put $250 into Ashes Creation? Look, let's watch the movie. Fucking we're there laughing. Oh, look, there's Stephen the cunt. Oh, mate, I just hope that I hope some motherfucker with some backing makes a movie. Maybe just make a Kickstarter. Some of us are a little bit more involved than 250, but mine was 250. Right. Okay, boys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. We got some testing to do. We've got a nice big update on MetaForge. Is Ash's Codex still live? Go on, the Codex. Just like to shout out the man in the house, Mr. Taken. Thanks for developing the Codex. Can't believe you didn't realize it was a scam, mate, all along. Unbelievable. We should put a new guide out. How to reclaim your money from Ashes of Creation. That'll be a good guide, man. That might get some hits. Might pull in some Patreons. Hey man, we were actually giving advice earlier about getting your money back. Doing it. Write me the guide. You're paid to go watch the movie just for one last scam. Yeah, the movie's actually funded by Jason and Rob. Box office movie to get their money back, finally. Oh, shit. One for each class, yeah. One for each type of investor. Oh, fucking hell. Right, boys. I'm going to go because I need to focus on testing this shit. If you want to help me today, and if you're not doing much, there's a lovely website called MetaForge.app. If you want to open that and try and break it, I would appreciate you. I don't know where there's a fucking Discord link on there somewhere. You've got the Pyro Gaming Discord there. There's the MetaForge one. What we'll do is, I mean, I'm not here to. I've really enjoyed understanding and seeing the downfall of this bullshit, to be fair. Enjoyed's not the right word because a lot of people were hurt from this, but I have genuinely found it fascinating watching and understanding the bullshit that's surrounding Ashes. I actually can see Jay's in the category again, boys, so you probably all know him. He's probably chatting about Ashes and the bullshit, so if you want to chat more Ashes, he's live. Have a lovely fucking afternoon, boys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be around on Discord if you need me for anything. You wanna catch up about anything. We just got to get some testing going, and I'm at this stage in life where I cannot multitask, so I'm just gonna fucking end stream and go and hang out with the boys on the MetaForge and tell them whether their dev work is good or bad. Developers. All right, love you, bye.